Ladies and gentlemen, boys and envies, welcome back to Hellstorm Wargaming. I hope you're all doing well and welcome to this live stream. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing? How are we doing? Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for popping by. Sorry I didn't stream on Monday. You might be able to... I realise this is gone as well. Okay. I forgot to update this. Never mind. You might notice from my voice that my voice is absolutely fucked. I don't know what I came down with on Monday. I want to say it wasn't just a sore throat. It was biblical. But I've not been able to talk for the past couple of days. My voice is quite fucked. It's quite hoarse. So I'm going to be absolutely chonging on some Strepsils. Shout out to Strepsils, not sponsored. But my voice is absolutely fucked, so I do apologise. So I will attempt to go for as long as possible. But Monday I was absolutely fucked, I won't lie. Monday I was absolutely fucked. I could not say anything. I was choking. It was gross. It was grim. Don't know what I've picked up. Don't know what I've done, but here I am. So welcome back to the live stream. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm going to change this to... I'm gonna change this to Mikey paint land speeders before his event next week. There we go. There's the goal. There's a goal for you today. Can Mikey paint all of his land speeders before next week? The answer is probably not. But you know, we'll see. We shall see. It sounds like full-blown Ligma. It really is Ligma. I have got Ligma, yeah, that's so true. You know what, thanks for noticing, appreciate it. Thank you for, like, taking it seriously for once. So yeah, so I'm absolutely fucked, so I do apologise. So apologise I missed Monday. I was talking to George. I was actually really sad because it's the first Monday stream I've made, except for when I was in Japan, like, literally on a plane, or, like, Adepticon, literally on a plane. It's the first Monday stream I've missed, you know what I mean, where I've, like, been at home. So I was pretty good. I was pretty sad. So, outside of, like, literally being in the air, airborne, I've not missed a Monday stream in years. So, I was really good that I missed it. So, I do apologise. But I'm back. We'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on. It's been a busy weekend. I was at a I think I must have picked something up. I went to a Gundam event, hung around with card game players. Grim. But we had a good stream last weekend on Friday, which was fun. We did the streamversary, which was really cute. Really enjoyed that, to be honest. But what we I just realised I got some random tattoos on my desk. What we're doing today? What we're doing today is we have some lists to look at because the WTC list did come out on Monday. Again, I'm gonna have to skip some news. I'm going to have to skip some news. I don't have enough time today to go through everything I want to go through Monday and today. But there's WTC, there's Miniature Masters, there's some random videos I've seen. And there's a Gundam Assemble product update, which I think is quite interesting. So, do fist bumps after getting to TCG to keep catching bugs? I do. I don't really shake hands, to be honest. I always fist bump in card games. I fist bump in Warhammer now. I don't shake people's hands. I just fist bump. And people, like, go for a handshake. And I'm just like... I love a fist bump. It's great. Yeah, it's less gross. It's less gross. So, could have done a silent land speeder session with a nice bit of background music. Yeah, the thing is, mate, is not only did I have no voice, I also felt like shit, and I didn't want to go into detail, but I think I must have caught something else at the same time because I couldn't keep away from the bathroom. So I don't think that would have been fun because it would have just been a live stream from the bog. So there's your full detail. No, I didn't want it. I wasn't feeling too great. I was pretty rough. You're full of airborne stuff if that still counts as missing it because you're airborne. True. I don't know if it was like contact though. I don't know if it was contact transfer. You know it's bad, chap. You know it's bad because I'm drinking a cup of tea. You know, as a Yorkshireman, it's the one thing that I don't do. I don't drink tea very often. I used to drink tea all the time. And then I started drinking coffee and realized how much better it is, how much better life is, you know, with like things from different countries where we can enjoy. But like when I'm sick, I'm on tea, you know. I do think it does have natural healing properties. I had like a really bad stomach ache yesterday because of the Monday. Because of the Monday. And my stomach was like absolutely in bits. I had a cup of tea and I felt right as rain. That was really good. Yeah, it stopped hurting after that. It was like a little hug on my stomach. So I've got a big mug, double bagged it. It's great. It's really tasty. Yorkshire tea, always Yorkshire tea. You know, we only have Tetley in this house if we've nicked it from a hotel. All right, and I don't condone stealing. I don't condone stealing, however. So yeah, I'm going to be coughing today. I'm probably going to be chogging on some strepsils. We're probably going to do some reactions because I don't need to talk as much. That's my plan today. Correlation is not equal to causation, but the card player angle is a strong one. Yeah, they're all gross, aren't they? Let's be honest. They know it. We know it. Fist bumps mean I don't need to clear the crisp stuff off my fingers. Peak. Yes, so true. I'm also, but because it's like summer, right? Because it's summer, I'm really warm all the time. I'm just really I'm just a clammy guy. You know, not to like burst any bubbles or shatter any glass, but like in summer my hands are quite warm, so I don't like shaping people's hands because I get quite self-conscious about my clammy hand. I don't think I have clammy hands normally. I think it's just because it's sweaty. You know what I mean? I think everyone is just a bit sweaty. So I'm getting real. Mikey being ill gets real. Ill equal real. You know. I just like, I don't want to shake people's hands because I don't want to have to go like. Sometimes I'll warn them and I'll be like, sorry mate, but you know, I just don't want to do that because even though I'm just a bit warm, I don't want to like put sweat on your hand. People are like, what you been doing with that hand, bro? Where's it been? You know? Like I you know, because I'm a guy, I'm a bit fat, I'm a bit warm. I got like a tissue to wipe my head with sometimes. Sometimes it's in my pocket. I'll pull it out, and then I'll just have tissue on my hand. It'll be like stuck, and people will be like, ugh. And I'm like, nah, it's just down to my head a little bit. That's all. Just wear a Michael Jackson glove for shaking hands. That's so funny because I had a Michael Jackson glove for a short while. You know these little display case things that I got from there and there from Trident Future Works. He packs them with a little fucking Michael Jackson glove. It's so funny. I did use it for dusting. So like, I'm getting a bit clammy now. And I'm like, oh, I could do with a little thing. So you picked up a case of D's as well as Lima. Lima, you can't even spell it right. You can't get me if you spell it wrong, bro. But yeah, I got D's and Ligma. I'm going to shelf a Balkan Prince, upload a new video. It's awesome. Go check it out. I didn't see upload a new video. Yeah, I just couldn't work out what the video was about because the thumbnail has changed completely 4 times. Autocorrect this date. You know what I'm saying? If there's tea and coffee making facilities for in the room, it's not stealing. They want the tea bags and other stuff to be used. That's so true. Well, no, Mikey dumb pretended to be sick. Can you not hear it in my voice, bro? Can you not hear it in my voice now? Nah, fuck that shit. Fuck that, he sounds fake. I always say hand sanitizer. Yeah, hand sanitizer is a good shout. Hand sanitizer is a good shout. Yeah, definitely. You should definitely take hand sanitizer. But yeah, I just think fist bumps. Fist bumps is something I got from card games. I think that's what we should need to. That's gonna be my change in Warhammer this year. Fist bumps over handshakes. Less germs. Did we learn nothing from 5 years ago? 6 years ago? I've already nearly finished my tea and I'm worried how I'm gonna last afterwards. I am worried how I'm gonna last. I do elbow bumps. I do elbow bumps if I'm sick. Like if I go and play games tomorrow, I'll do an elbow bump. I wouldn't do an elbow bump just normal. No, that's just me. That's just me. He's ever quickly slam a meal deal. That's literally me every day slamming a meal deal. Chat, what's your meal deal? Go. Chat, meal deal. Go. My meal deal. Right, sounds a bit Tory. Let me off. I just love it. It's because I'm Japan pilled, right? Before I say it. Before I say it's because I'm Japan pilled. Salmon and cream cheese. Oof. Oof. Good. Salmon and cream cheese sandwich. Hell yeah, dude. I like to pretend I'm eating. I like to think it's the British sushi. You know what I mean? It's the British sushi. It's on something white, bread instead of rice. It's got some cream cheese rather than wasabi, and then raw salmon. Ugh. Now drink, I can't tell you because I'm sponsored by G Fuel. Let's put G Fuel in chat. Exclamation point G Fuel in chat. And well, look, all I'm saying is G Fuel needs to be in the meal deal, right? Drink, probably some sort of energy drink, you know. If not an Oasis. Oasis is pretty peak. And then snack, right? Ginsters, do this Marmite pocket. Holy shit, it's the best thing ever. Holy shit, I don't even know who makes it. I just see it as Marmite on it. Ginsters, Marmite. Is it Ginsters or Ginsters, Joe? Ginsters, steak and Marmite with cheese. Holy. And they're on offer, they're only £1. 1 review, 1 star. Literally soy boy. Soy boy. Actual soy boy in chat. This, chat, this is peak. This is fucking peak, dude. It's just steak and cheese, but with like a Marmite hint in the gravy. Holy, limited edition, more like shut the fuck up, make this forever. Holy shit, dude. This absolutely goes hard. All right. Have I tried warm G Fuel? No. No, I only serve G Fuel with ice. Should I? Is it kind of like warm blackcurrant? You know what I mean? Like, that's what you have when you're sick. Warm blackcurrant, you know? Did you ever have that when you were like had a cold or something, chat? You'd have a little warm blackcurrant. You know? Your mum would make you a little warm blackcurrant to help your tum. So the fried chicken wraps, orange Lucozade, spiced chicken pack snack. Spiced chicken pack snack. That sounds good, to be fair. That sounds pretty good. Sweet chili chicken wrap, innocent ginger, carrot juice, and naked blueberry bar. Naked blueberry bar? What? I didn't know Naked made bars. Flashbacks to Hot Vimto. Yeah, Hot Vimto, same. Same dude. I'd have no loyalties. I'm always rotating what I get. Do you not have like a go-to though? You like, I've had this before, but holy shit, it was peak. Holy shit, me and my tummy had a great time that day. Aldi deli pastrami sandwiches. That's the meal deal. They're like £3 and insane quality. I can't believe something from Aldi's £3. That's a recession indicator. Don't you think? Aldi's like £1 to £1.20 done. What do you mean it's £3? Chicken club, something that isn't G Fuel in a cheese twist. Cheese twist, like the pastry. Bruh, that's a good meal deal. That's a good meal deal. The one thing I miss post-COVID is that I absolutely killed small local sandwich shops. Do you know what? That is so true. That is so true. Yeah, because I love it. Because whenever I'm like, I'll be out in town, me and George, doing a little bit of shopping, you know. We'll go to our little Korean supermarket. We'll go a little Forbidden Planet maybe. Buy some little Gundam or whatever. You know, have a look some clothes shopping. Go to, what else do we like in Sheffield? We like Sostringen. That's cool. It's like a little IKEA type thing. But not IKEA for furniture, but IKEA for like everything else. And then I'm like, I want to get some lunch. She's like, do you want to go to like Five Guys? I'm like, I'm not having Five Guys for lunch. Are you fucking wild, dude? What are you on? What are you smoking? Lunch means get a sandwich, you know? But Georgie's fed up a bit because the only sandwich place that's open in Sheffield now is Berries. Chat, do you have a Berries? If you only live in the UK, do you have a Berries? If you don't know what it is, it's a roast pork sandwich shop. And I'm pretty sure it originates from Sheffield. But I don't know how popular they are outside of Sheffield. They're going to afford a Five Guys. Literally, it's like, yeah, I'm going to go for lunch. I'm going to spend £40. Are you stupid? Is Berries Northern? Is that Northern Greg's? No, Berries is it's a roast pork sandwich shop. Like, I'm pretty sure it's a Sheffield brand. But I don't know how far it's spread out across England. You know? It's really good though. It's really good. You just go in there, you get a roast pork sandwich, you get some pork scratchings. Hell yeah, dude. Berries. Berries. Let's have a look at the map. Maybe it's just a Sheffield thing. I don't know. Actually, it might be. Chat, I think it might be. It's just a Sheffield thing. Holy shit, you guys don't know peak. You don't know peak. Look at them all. These are all roast pork sandwich shops. That's all they do. Do you know what they do? Berries, roast pork. They do sell bread. They sell dripping and shit like that, you know? It's peak. It's so good. I can't believe you don't have them. You're missing out, chat. You should try it. Come to Sheffield one day. Have a berries. I'm surprised it's just a Sheffield thing. I thought it'd be like a North thing. Whoa, the king of pork sandwiches. Yeah, let's go. Look at that beast. It's got price as well. It's like £6 for a jumbo. Hell yeah, dude. Oof. Oof. If only we as Warhammer players had a reason to travel Sheffield to Warhammer things like an event or something. I know, literally. I run loads of events. I will have to say though, chat. Today I'm making an announcement that at the end of this month I'm changing it to a one-day event. Because there's just not enough interest. There's not enough people. The problem is, and I'll be honest, is that there's not enough interest because UKTC are cunts. And they decide to whenever I put an event on, they put another event on. I literally specify my event dates to dodge theirs, and they put an event on in Manchester. So like the interest of my event is just dead. So I'm gonna change it to an RTT. If it doesn't sell, I'll just cancel it. But it's getting a bit fucking annoying, to be honest. It's getting a bit fucking annoying. There isn't one near Outpost now. The closest one is like Hillsborough or the centre of Sheffield. But you're not far away. It's like a walk. A walk. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to change the GT at the end of the month into an RTT, and then just have to rely on teams to do well. If not, I'll have to stop running events. It's getting a bit tough, chat. Running events get a bit tough. I've launched this UK events calendar. I'll be straight up with it. I'll be straight up. All right. I've launched the UK independent events calendar. Right. I think it's really good. I'm really chuffed with it. I'm really chuffed how it works. Right. I'm really chuffed at how it looks. We have 81 events. 81 events across the country. You know, which is pretty beast, to be honest. It's pretty beast. And you know, it's from August now. I mean, I might be able to change it to July. Yeah, we did have 84, but you know, we've lost a few events. It's really great. Loads of people have used it. And chat, loads of people are messaging me saying, hey, I found an event because of your calendar. I'm like, holy shit, dude, that's so sick. The problem is, it's no fun. I've generated 0 sales from my own events. I kind of did this, you know, to help the little guy, but including myself. And I've sold 0 tickets. I have sold tickets to the GT, just not enough to run a GT. I don't think I've even sold double figures, to be honest. But I don't think I've generated any extra sales because of this map. She's pretty poo, actually. So I'm pretty good. I put all this work in. I was like, look, we'll get loads of people using this. I'll get loads of people will be able to find new events. I'll get like a natural flow of new people seeing my event. 0 sales. So I'm hoping it helps out for the team event. It's got a little bit longer to set in, but we're at 81 events now, which is pretty sick. I'd love to hit 100. That's my kind of goal, is to hit 100 events on there. But yeah, I think everyone who uses this already knows that I run events and already can't make it. Already knows I can't make it. So Papaya, holy shit, dude.
£50.
Fuck.
Here, helping the little guy.
Dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the £50. What a fucking legend. What a fucking legend, dude. You're a fucking boy. Be like Papaya Pariah. Send a big fat super chat. Big fat super chat. That's what we need. It rhymes as well. Dude, thank you for the 50. That's very generous of you, mate. I really appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. Thanks for popping by. Oh, I can like your super chat. Wow. Look, it's got a little heart next to it now. Cute. Thank you, man. So yeah, anyway, so it's a bit frustrating because I've made all this again to try and help generate sales, get more people using the website. 10,000 unique visitors, no sales. But it's tough. It's tough out there to be an event organizer. There's a lot of problems with big events just slapping events down and just fucking off everyone else, or waiting until someone else runs a big event and then slapping their own down. It is a big issue, so it's just difficult. So but yeah. So the event at the end of the month will be an RTT. I'll send an update to everyone today. Everyone who's bought a ticket already will automatically get a refund deductible for a ticket for an RTT, but they can have a full refund if you want one. I can also like my own super chat, but it doesn't get a fancy icon. If I had the power, Papaya, I'd give you a like that gives you a fancy icon on your own super chat. Did you get your Kill Team Expedite sorted? I found it in stock. Oh, no, I haven't. Could you please DM me about that? That'd be great. Yeah, I've been trying to get an Expedite box for the giveaway this month. Speaking of, Papaya's just got 10 entries. Papaya. Alright. So if you support the channel this month, I'm trying to do an Expedite box, but if I can't do an Expedite box, it's going to be an army box of some sort. The event this weekend is an RTT. What day? No, it's not this weekend. The event is the 29th of August. I'm just going to have to change it to an RTT. I should have just showed you the event tickets, right? Now I'm fucking stuck in login hell. I love my website, but my capture is annoying. My website's great. My capture is fucking annoying, dude. Where are we? Events and tournaments. Tickets. Kayari! Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, this one, the 29th and 30th. It's going to be... So we've sold 5 tickets. Fuck, depressing. That's depressing. So we sold 5 tickets to the 29th, which is going to be an RTT. It's going to be 25 quid in. 25 quid in. Usual pricing, cake, etc. 1 day event. It's just not selling enough. If this was like 15, I'd be like, okay, we can do that. If we get this to 16, I'd be like, yeah, we can do that. 5? With like 3 weeks to go? Nah, mate, it ain't happening. Let's be honest, it ain't happening. And there's only so much like plugin I can do, right? It's like there's so much plugging I can do. I've done a lot of plugin, hopefully I don't like doing direct plugin. I like to do natural plugin. I could send like an email out and be like, hey guys, you bought a ticket before, can you come to my event? Which is doable, but like, yeah, I've just got like, it feels like I don't want to spam too much. I don't want to be too annoying. And I've just got quite a lot on, you know, I've got quite a lot on, so it's difficult to like, I'll be like this and then this and then this, because I don't want to like tire you guys out. I'll be like, Mikey's announcing everything, and then he'll be really quiet for a month. so yeah, we'll fuck it off. We'll do an RTT. We don't need many people for that. It might be a symptom of August, Mikey. I'm running an event that I sold out the last one 2 months ago, and then the next one on the 23rd of August, it sold 14 tickets. Yeah, like August is a funny one, right? It's the last weekend before kids go back to school. It's also a bank holiday weekend, which never helps. I didn't even realize it was a bank holiday weekend when I booked it, which is super fucking annoying. And yeah, it's just a symptom of like loads of events on, you know. The good and bad thing is there's loads of events on, there's loads of events in our calendar and stuff, but like there's loads of events, there's loads of choice, so it's difficult. Yeah, I'm just like, I've always like put it down to, again, I'll just be open and honest, when I was at Sanctuary, I was selling out events left, right and centre, but that was slowly starting to dwindle. And then when I moved to Outpost, I have a lot more competition in the local area. I also have a lot more competition in the venue because they're very open with 40k, whereas basically at Sanctuary, I basically had the exclusivity. I basically had the exclusivity at Outpost, at Sanctuary, but I don't at the Outpost, which is maybe part of the problem. But there's like, and then like, yeah, there's more competition locally. There's more competition big because like, you know, like there's like big events that run. And then there's more big events out now than there was when I was running them at Sanctuary, you know? So, like, there's loads of little factors. I can't quite pin down which one it is, which one's the biggest problem, you know? Am I not doing enough? You know? Are my events bad? I don't think so. I want to say no. I don't think my events are bad. I think my events are pretty decent. You know, I have pretty good terrain. I like make a bit of a joke about it. We have a good laugh. You know, we have fucking like party bags and stuff. We have pretty good prizing. I don't go to Adventure Summer because it's too hot. We have air conditioning. You know, we have air conditioning in our venue, so it's literally like you don't even get sweaty. It's actually quite nice. But yeah, just like I said, there's just like loads of factors. I can't quite figure it out. And if anyone knows what the factors are you've noticed and not said anything, fuck you. Also, tell me. So yeah, I don't know, to be honest. As for a feedback form, yeah, but then trying to deal with feedback is like you get rogue opinions from like 5 people that are all completely different, you know. If it was a Sunday for the outing, I could probably make it, but Saturday's impossible. Yeah, I would do Sunday, but the staff complained last time I ran one on a Sunday because they had to stay late on a Sunday. It's also just easier for most people, I think, Saturdays. So, apologies, Papaya. I would love to. The last one I ran was on a Sunday, and that did pretty well. But yeah, it's just tough, to be honest. It's just tough. It's a bit annoying. It's frustrating. Because, like I said, I don't know if I'm doing anything in particular wrong. You know, I don't think I am. But it feels like you are, you know? It's a frustrating as well because I've just invested loads of time and effort into the terrain. I'd say I've got some of the best 10th edition, 11th edition terrain available outside of the pre-painted stuff which you can't buy, you know? But yeah, it's, I mean, when like big events are getting like fucking handouts from GW, it's even harder to compete now. Because my terrain's not perfect, you know? It's not the perfect size. Why? Because I don't fucking have it to measure. You know, no one else does. If you pay for all the tickets for a Sunday event, we will run it for you. Yeah, it's been me and Papaya playing 3 games in a row. But then Papaya, even though wins 1, loses 2, it wins a prize in anyway. Sorted. Thanks, Gilly. I appreciate it, mate. Can you really have perfect size when GW keeps emphasizing that terrain doesn't need to be standard design size? So, Warhammer players have autism. Okay? I know I'm brave for saying it. I know I'm brave for saying it. Warhammer players have autism. That is a brave thing to say out loud. So, yes, there is a perfect size. It has to be exactly what Games Workshop have said it is, you know? In a casual game, do what you want. When it comes to a tournament, fuck me. Fuck me. I'm like, it's like, if I don't have the right terrain, I'm probably getting stabbed, let's be real. Just lol. I have to win a game to get that prize. No, you can just have it, mate. It's just the last round. I felt bad, so I just didn't bother bringing it out on me, so you won. So yeah. So there is a perfect size. Mine isn't. I need to update it, but I mean, my first goal was to have enough terrain that's actually fairly functional. Makes me think of Project Gamebox outside video GWCO. We asked ourselves how can we profit off others' autism. Project Gamebox is funny. Project Gamebox is very funny, to be fair. So yeah, so there is like a slight side. I have a picture of mine. It doesn't come up very often, but Kev pointed out the other day, and I got annoyed because I was like, "Yeah, you're right." Fuck. Don't know why that was so slow. When did I run my event again? It's like this, right? What map is this? This is Stab, I think. No, it was Joey and Elliot. Let's find out. Elliot was definitely playing Purge the Foe. And I think Joey was playing Disruption. Bear with, let me find the map pack. Let me find it. Purge the Foe, Purge the Foe, Purge the Foe. Disruption. Not that one. Or was he playing Recon? Yeah, he's playing Recon. Perfect. Right, okay. Look. So look at this map, right? Look at this map. Now back to me. Now look at this map. This is the map pack for it, right? Okay. Let's focus on the deployment zone. Oh, it's got really hot air off my fan then. I'm trying to like keep my window open so I've got the fan on, but my curtains go in the fan. Right, let's focus on this bit in particular, right? And then here. This bit, absolutely fine. This bit. Alright, well, this doesn't take up nearly as much space. This takes up a lot more space. I know that these needs fixing. You know? I know that this needs fixing. It's close. It'll do. But, like, being able to stand here and here with units compared to basically not being able to stand on it at all is very different, you know what I mean? The big one's here. Like, look, like, this building almost covers the half this footprint, you know? Would you say? Maybe just shy of a halfway. This does not. This does not whatsoever. So there is a perfect size, to be honest. It's to a point where I was almost going to change them out for these. So it's stuff like that, like the crates. Where are their crates? Maybe this has changed a little bit. I think this has changed a little bit. I don't know, Joe's just put it on the wrong side. Brilliant. I use crates instead of these, which is probably fine. The crates just need to be a little bit smaller. This bit is fine. The middle ones are actually pretty good. You know? The GH is the okay one. But like the CD is slightly off as well. But it's like this is a problem. This is a huge problem. How do you hold this home objective? You don't. So that's what I mean about like not having it the right size. It's stuff like that that can happen, which is a symptom of Games Workshop changing the terrain all the time. You know. Oh well, we kept most of it the same. We just need new footprints. You can put anything you want on it, but then you put anything you want on it that's fairly similar, and it's a completely different board. Fortunately, you don't have to hold your home. I mean, yes, true. You don't have to hold your home. It is an issue, though. Let's be honest. It is a small issue. But that's what I mean. That's what I mean about like the terrain not being the right size. This, you can arguably get away with it. These two, arguably get away from it. This is a problem. So yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean about right size. It's difficult. It's difficult, definitely. Excuse me. So if you hear me clacking around, I'm sucking on strepsils. And fucking my throat's killing. Alright, chap. Like I said, Monday I was supposed to cover this. I didn't. On the 14th, 15th, and 16th is the weekend I'm going to be playing Landspeeder Spam. I'm going to Newport. I'm going to spam the fuck out of my Landspeeders if I can get them all painted. It ain't looking good. I've not done any painting since Friday. It's now Wednesday. I'm going in a week. I have fuck ton of speeder to paint. But my list submission isn't until next week. However, the WTC's list submission was actually last week. Which means that all the lists are now available. Why are you not painting now? I'm doing a show. I'm doing a show, bro. Maybe I'll paint part of this show. I don't know. I've got shit to catch up on. I've got Miniature Masters to watch. All the lists are available on listhammer.info. Never heard of this website. Seems to work quite well. But we can do by country, we can do by faction. And you might notice there's a lot of Custodes. There's 21 Custodes players. You know, there's 13 AdMech. If we have a little scroll down, there's 31 Chaos Demon players. There's 36 Emperor's Children. Build to pay. Yeah, that's the problem. Is fucking what you call it? Last reader painting last reader doesn't pay the bills. There are 36 Emperor's Children. And you'll notice that whilst there's a lot of other armies, 30 Necrons, 36 Orks, out of the 38 teams, they are the 2 highest armies taken. There are 36 Emperor's Children, 36 Orks. Here's the faction breakdown, as you can see. The next highest is Chaos Demons, followed by Necrons, followed by Tau. There's actually less Space Marines, or is this breaking it up? Yeah, Space Marines is a codex, like Input Ultramarines, usually. Blood Angels, Black Templars, Deathwatch, and Space Wolves all split out, so it's a little bit off one side. Are the agent players alive? No. So everyone's playing Emperor's Children, everyone's playing Orcs. What importantly as well is everyone playing Priority Assets. Priority Assets is truly the new Persian foe. Priority Assets and Taken Hold, arguably, is the new Persian foe. Persian foe got extremely difficult to take. But as you can see, the 3 most taken, because the way this works is they have teams of 8, right? They have to take 1 of every disposition before they can repeat them. So there's 36 teams. The 3 that are most taken is Priority Assets, Taken Hold, and Reconnaissance, which is usually means on a team, you're going to have 1 of each plus these 3. You have 1 of each and plus these 3. That's basically what this means now. Priority Assets is what Common Lieutenants were built for. True, bro. So true. That's what's kind of sticking me in my list, because I keep thinking about changing my detachments from the 3 1DP points to Company of Hunters so I can fall back and shoot. But it's not Priority Assets, it's Reconnaissance. What's Dark Flight Pursuit? Is that priority? What's Dark Flight Pursuit again? Reconnaissance. I'd have to play Recon. After all the hype, look where it brought you back to Priority, which is a 10th simulator. Priority Assets is a 10th edition simulator. Yeah, you're so right. So, most armies you'll play at the WTC, or would play at the WTC, is Priority Assets. It's 88 of the possible, well, it's 24% basically. So, a quarter of the field is Priority Assets. Excuse me. So with that, let's have a look at these fucking lists, shall we? Let's have a look at Emperor's Children. How different are they? We have, like I said, not Dark Angels. I'm just getting excited, chat. 36. Now, France are usually the ones that do something wild. They are a Sacco. He knows his shit. Wait, what? I don't just look at the list. Oh, it's over here. That's a bit annoying. So you've got Sacco with Coterie. Priority Assets, it's Coterie the Conceited. This is the one where basically your warlord makes a pledge and you go, Dear Dark Lord or Dark Prince, I will kill 2 units this turn. And if you kill 2, you get 2 points. And the more points you have, like basically fucking pledge points, the better buffs you get. You start with reroll ones to hit, then it's reroll ones to wound, and then eventually it's crits on 5s. He's running Lucius with Flawless. We've got Lord Exalted with Infractors. We've got Lord Exalted with Infractors. We've got Lord Exalted with Infractors, sure. We've got 1 unit of Tormentors. We've got Spawn Terminators, double Defiler, and then more units of Flawless Blades. Flawless Blades are exceptionally cheap right now. Flawless Blades are exceptionally cheap. It's absolutely crazy, to be honest. Oh, I can zoom in. Look at that. That's so much nicer. Can you read that, chat? Chaos Terminators are fun. They're a good little hammer unit. Defilers are absolutely disgusting, let's be real. The fact that you can take them at 330 and 370 and still do well with them is a problem. I don't know what they do to fix Defilers, because I think even if they put them up in points again, and you're talking like 750 points for 2, because they're currently, what, 700 points? I think you still take 2. I don't know what they do with Defile. I think they just need a rules change at this point. I think they need a severe rules change, because they are proving far too powerful. Far too powerful. Especially when you've got an army like Emperor's Children that just has a lot of cheap units. Like 5 Terminates for 145 points is an absolute bargain. You know? Infiltrating sticky objectives at 80 points is just absolutely, like, bargain. They massively over-designed them. Yeah, I think so. I think they just went a bit ham, right? What does the Emperor's Children Defiler do these days? I like how they just over-designed. They're just knights with CSM. They are strapped cartoon levels, and they are custodian wardens. Chat, make it up. What are they? Oh, not okay, Space Marines. My bad. My bad. Move 12, T11, 3 up, say 80. It's the 18 wounds as well, right? Range weapons. That's what they equip with. We've got the ectoplasma, the excruciator, and reaper auto cannons. So the ectoplasma is really good. Strength 12, minus 3 damage. That's great. 2 excruciators, which is a lot of damage, 2 shots. And then the reaper auto cannons, which are absolutely fucking disgusting. Fucking hell. Right, I'm just gonna be blown out for a bit, alright, chat? Not blow my back out, blow my face out. Don't do either. Don't do either. And then they've got the shearing claws. You don't need the electro scourge. The shearing claws is plenty. Fucking precision. Fucking precision. I forgot they had precision. So this one is Titanic. So it gets +1 to hit within 12. Oh, actually, no, it isn't Titanic. Is it Titanic? I thought it was Titanic. I know they don't have Titanic because they can Overwatch, obviously. Yes. You're right. Each time, here it is. Each time on a makes attack, the target send enemy that is not below half strength, add 1 to the hit roll. So they basically hit on 2s and wipe the unit. They basically hit on 2s and then wipe the unit. That's hilarious. You're never below half strength because you're dead. I shoot you, you die. Do you think they need Titanic? Probably not. I think the Overwatch, I've got a lot of shots. I don't think the Overwatch is that scary. It's whatever. You know. Oh, you hit me once, you kill one. Cool. So, in fact, you got 2, mate. Back them up. Yeah, you got 2 that are basically hitting on 2s. Oof. Yeah, no wonder. No fucking wonder. Alright, okay, so good list. Like, Kotu is really good. Flawless. Like, fucking 9 flawless there. There's another 3 with Lucius. He's a warlord as well, so he's really good. He's really good because he has a Feel of Pain. So Coterie, do we have Coterie in this thing? Can I show you Coterie the Conceited? I can. Coterie the Conceited. It's literally, I love that this one came out. It was the best one. Has continued to be the best one. If you're on the battlefield, you pledge a number of Slanesh, representing how many units will be destroyed this battle round. At the end of the battle round, if it is, if the unit destroyed this, if the number of units destroyed is greater or equal to the 0 pledge, you gain a number of pact points. Otherwise, you do not gain any pact points, and your warlord suffers D3 mortal wounds. So Lucius has a fin of pain, so that's quite handy. You do need your warlord on the battlefield, so that's kind of annoying. But fin of pain is pretty good. And then this is an awful way to write it out. 1 pact point, you get reroll hit rolls of 1. 3 or more, you get reroll wound rolls of 1. If you have 5, melee as sustained and lethal. If you have 7, you crit on 5s. So it gets absolutely a bit crazy, you know what I mean? Turn 1, you go, I'll kill 3 units. Cool, I'm really hitting wounds of 1. Turn 2, I kill 3 units, maybe 4. There is a strat to increase it by 1 as well. So if you think you're going to kill 4, you really pledge 3, you can increase it by 1. Bam, crits on 5s, mate. Lethal and sustained. So then all your flawless blades are just absolutely horrific in combat. So yeah, they're pretty good. That's pretty good. Who else shall we look? Shall we look at England? Chris Radford, he's on Coterie as well. Let's have a look how his list differs. Let's have a nosing. We have Lord Exultant with Infractors. Not seen that before. Lucius with Flawless Blade. That's crazy. Who's the Warlord? He's not the Warlord. Why have they made Exultant a Warlord? Rogue. I suppose they can use Lucius a little bit more crazy now. Lucius and the Flawless. Exultant with Infractors. Exultant with Infractors. They've got 4 units of Infractors. Another unit of Infractors. Another unit of Tormentors. Another unit of Tormentors. A Rhino. Double Defiler. And then less Flawless Blades. So they've gone for an extra infantry unit. The thing is with priority assets is you need units to do actions. You know, basically on every mission. That's not what I wanted. On every mission, you gotta do an action. You know. So let's be honest. Oh, didn't mean to minimize it. I'm an idiot. Most missions are gonna play in sabotage. So hold objectives and control the home. Oh, you commit sabotage, sorry. So do an action on that thing. You commit a sabotage. So you sabotage multiple objectives, basically. Depending on where you do it, you get on points. If they do play against disruption, they do a sensor sweep, which is like do an action. They do secure asset. They secure do an action again. That's in the middle. Vanguard operation. You do an action. And then vital link. You do an action. So there's loads of actions for priority assets. So you need those extra units. I think taking the extra unit of Infractors and Tormentors is not a bad shout. Can the last list transfer the mortal wounds to the unit instead? Maybe. Your Warlord model suffers D3 wounds. No. No. I think that still confers to the model, right? Not the unit. I guess having so much precision can help snipe guys to pledge if you need to. Yeah, the precision's really good. Definitely. USA. They usually do pretty well. Who's playing in USA? Vanilla. Alright, he's on Carnival. Alright. This is the one. He's left a link. Nice. Nice. He dropped some hip hop. Doing early song. Welcome to the United States. Land of the thief, home of the slave. Nope. Don't know that one. Don't know that one. But anyway, it came with a theme tune. So this is the one, Carnival and Frenzied. So if you don't know what Carnival does, let's have a look. I can't remember. Give each other sustained or something, right? It's definitely hip hop. It was hip hop. Carnival of Excess. While Emperor Shield units within 6 inches of a Legion of Excess, it is empowered While a Legion's of Excess unit is within 6 inches of Emperor's Children, it is empowered. So they empower each other. While a unit from your army is empowered, weapons equipped by models that unit have sustained. If such a weapon already has that ability, each time an attack made with that weapon hits a 5 is a crit hit. So you just stand something next to your defilers, and then they get crit 5s. Oh, well, they'll get crit hits. Sustained hits even. Wait, did the defiler have much sustained? Wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Let me have a look at the defiler. She did. See, I didn't hit Bobby now. Nothing already had the repro cannon become crit 5s. Yeah, okay. Okay, what was the other one? Frenzied Host. Frenzied Host. When Emperor chills and battle, yes, okay. Get +1 strength if you advance and fall back. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Lord Exultant as the character with possessed plate. I didn't look at any of the fucking enhancements. Fuck. I'm such a stupid fucking chungus. Why would I not look at the enhancements? I'm so fucking stupid. I can't believe I've done that. You're supposed to be a professional, Mikey. Sort it out. Look at the enhancements, you fucking idiot. Yo, chat, what are the enhancements to this? Sorry. Kind of like this. The Possessed Blade. Emperor Children model only. Select a melee weapon. Add 1 to the attack characteristic. In addition, each side barrier selects fight. You can use an enhancement. If it does, you add 1 to the damage, and it has devastating wounds and hazardous. Okay, cool. Cool. That's pretty good. That's pretty good on the old spear. Demonettes, Tormentors. Is it just stock to use for Demonettes? That's the question. 3 Defilers. Yo, he's on Seekers as well. What the fuck? Penella's gone all in on Defilers. We go, fuck it. Sustain 5. You know what? Fair enough, mate. No shit's given. That's good. It is playing reconnaissance, though. That's what I'm scared of. I'm not a huge fan of reconnaissance. Let's have a look at reconnaissance. Let's have a look what he might have to play. Yo, Ohane! Thank you so much for the 52 months, bud. At Parasocial tier as well, that means you get 5 entries.
52 months of membership. Who even plays Easy Go?
Thank you so much, dude. No one plays Emperor's Children. It's so cringe. Yeah, why did it pop up 7 times? Ah, hey, what did you do to my stream? Why has it popped up 7 times? Bro, what are you doing? I don't want to see any more Bridget. Go away. There we go. What did you do? You broke my stream. Dude broke my stream. Now my fucking live stream's gone. Am I live? Is it gone? Yeah, okay, we're still good. We're still good. Recon. Gather intel. Control the center objective, first bar round. Control 1 or more. And then each from the unit did the extract intelligence. Your shooting phase, 1 unit range of an objective. Each that starts his action. Must be ranged with a different objective. Place an operations mate. You get 7 points for that. What the fuck? 7 points! For what action?
42 celebrates 43 months of membership. I'm late, but I'm here.
Jay, thank you so much.
What are we getting this month? Submarine arms?
What are we giving away this month? So, thank you so much for the resub at Parasocial T. You're going to get 5 entries, dude. Thank you so much. The giveaway this month is either an Exodite box or another army box like Emperor's Children or Leagues of Votan. Gilio has sent me a link to an Exodite box. It's like retail, but it's a bit annoying. So I guess what do we do, chat? What do we do? What would you prefer? Emperor's Children, Exodites, or Leagues of Votan? Oh, you can't escape it. You can't escape it. Why have you did it again? Take that charm. Ooh, League of Votan cringe. Alright, let's see if it's a real random number. If I get a Votan now, I'm calling this thing a scam. This is actually a scam. You can't get one after the other. That's crazy. The odds of that is pretty high. Or pretty low, sorry. Get one after the other. I don't like wheeling names, so I'm not going to use it anymore. Oh, right. We're gonna get one after the other again. We're gonna get one after the other again. Are they all these fucking things actually a fix? Are all these wheels actually a fucking fix? Might be. Emperor Children, you ready? Holy shit! Maybe they're all a fix. Maybe Mark Royal should never have won anything. Maybe they're all a fix. You can't get one after the other randomly. That's crazy. That's not very random, is it? That's not very random, is it? What should I get Votan now? Watch I get Exodites next. Oh, double Votan pull. Maybe it is random. It's about 1 in 3 chance times 3. It's 1 in 3 chance times 3. So that's not 1 in 3 chance, I don't think. It's 1 in 3 chance to pull one of them. To pull them in order. It's 1 by 3, 1, 1 by 3, 1, 1 in by 3. You know. So it's like 3 and 27. I just did it back to back. Yeah, 1 in 27. There's not many, not high odds. Oh no. No, it's 1 in 8. Isn't it 3 and 81? 1 in 81. Because it'd be like 1 in 3, followed by 1 in 9, followed by 1 in 81. More likely than a 12-inch charge. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I don't watch that giveaway, chat. Should we do a poll? Poll time? Poll. We'll do a poll. Exodites. Emperor's Children. Leagues of Votan. I'll know Parasocial say Leagues of Votan because they're biased. Answer now. Answering the poll. What would you prefer? What would you prefer, chat? What should I give away? Obviously, every month I give away to everyone in Super Chats, donates, becomes a member. There's also free ways to enter because I don't run illegal legal lotteries. So there are free ways to enter as well using exclamation point T's and C in chat. But what would you like me to give away this month? Oh, my fucking plugin's working. Let's go. My plugin's working. So everyone who makes this number go up, all free ways, that's what we'll give away. If you say Exodites, I'll order the box right now. If you say the other two, I'll pick them up tomorrow. Exodites won't be a promise, it'll be a gamble because I'm ordering it from somewhere I don't know. So Exodites will be a gamble if we go for Exodites because I'm ordering it from somewhere I don't know. Exodites will be better for you. I can't see the other two being big draws. I don't honestly care. I don't think anyone I don't think people donate to enter a giveaway. I think donate to support the channel and then they get a giveaway out of it. You know what I mean? But I figured Exodites to be more popular, which they proven are to be. Chat, there's 80 viewers and only 20 votes. Come on now. Tab back in a second. Click a button and tab out. Come on. Get back in. Tab in. Click a button, tab out. You know what I mean? I see you. You're exercising or you're doing some work. Quickly tab in. Click a button, tab out. Ask Mark what he fancies. Be like, what the fuck's an Exodite? He's not 1 in 2 months, chat. Come on. Can't keep going on about Mark. How about you just play better? How about you just race faster? How about that? How about roll better in the marble? I tapped. Nice tap. That. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hey, so you got 12 more votes because I told you to tab in. I just want you to tab in, then tab back out. You can go. I know what you're up to. You're lurking. That's cool. Voting me poll though, so I can do a good giveaway. It is looking like Exodites there. 20 of the 34 votes. Exercising. Man's happy to say all wargamers are autistic, but he's saying foolish shit like that. I'm not even, it's not even tabbing. I had to move the mouse the whole of the screen. The agony. Oh, God. Imagine. Oh, fuck. That was a long way. I'm washing dishes, but you're magnetized to the fridge. Yo, I'm like, chat. I'm a Samsung fridge. Yo, let me out. I'm a Samsung fridge. Tweeted from a Samsung fridge. Let me out of the fridge. Get me a little Dr. Pepper there or something. I don't even like Dr. Pepper. I don't even like Dr. Pepper, bro. Right, let me buy this fucking Exodites box. Fucking every. Ugh. Right, chat, I hope you're happy because I'm paying £2 more than retail for this. Outpost had them at 20% off, but they had none left. Gilio accepts no responsibility for my get scammed. Gilio, this will be your fault if I get scammed. No, I'm paying with a company card, it'll be fun. I'm paying with a credit card, it'll be fun. Right, chat, Exodites it is. We press N poll, what's happened to the screen? Oh, it just disappears, love that. It just fucks off. All I got is out-of-date gingerbread Pepsi. No, never mind. Right, we're giving away this month, potentially, an Exodites box. So we're giving away an Exodites box this month, hopefully. As long as it arrives. Even trying the man didn't go live at midnight with Exodites. Can you believe? Have they got any left? I should check that out. Or they just run out. They ran out at fucking 5 to midnight because it went even earlier. What's his website? I literally saw it and it disappeared. That's all out. Are X-Dice even good for 40k? Don't know, but they're cool models. I don't know, they're cool models though. They didn't even put the listings up at put the listings up. Dogs got me up at 1 AM and I checked. Feels like a possible slap race, but who knows? Yeah, probably. Mario Sunshine, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, bro. Alright. So we've seen two types of list. We've seen Frenzied and Carnival. Carnival and Frenzied. Carnival and Elegant Brutes. That's the Terminator one, right? What have we been cooking in Iceland? We've got Demon Prince, right, it's Jover. Alright, it's Jover. And we've got full group, it's Sir Jover. We've got one Defiler, it's Jover. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind, Iceland. Ugh. Could have been somebody. Could have been somebody. What other country are we looking at? Scotland. Scotland. This will be Vanilla's list because Vinny's would have wrote it. You know, Exalted Infractors, Demonettes, Tormentors, Rhino, Defiler, Seekers. Yeah, it's the same list. Fucking, yo, is Innis leaking? Is Vanilla leaking USA Tech to stat check? Ooh, drama alert. Drama alert. Is Vanilla leaking to Innis, who's leaking to the rest of the team? Oof. Drama alert. Do Scotland and USA have identical lists? Who knows? Who knows? Let's have a look at Spain. They've got different. No, look, no Seekers. No Seekers. Is that secret tech that they've leaked out? Is that secret tech? Let's have a look at the other ones. Double Seekers? Nope. Double Seekers? Nope. Yo, Charlie, it might be fucking secret tech here. One unit of Seekers in Norway. How close is Norway to Vanilla? That's the question. Anyone know? Not close enough. He only let him in on one unit, not two. Noise Marines? No, Vanilla's not really Noise Marines. That's the list. We've looked at that one. Sweden. Oh, identical list. Oh, identical list. Okay, maybe has he leaked it to Sweden and Scotland? Oh, imagine. Imagine the drama. Belgium. Fucking ChatGPT ass copy and paste. If China got the secret tech. Yo, China have got a little bit of tech. Shout out to China, man. Only 2 defilers though. Interesting. What do the Seekers even do? Are they just units that can keep up? Real advanced charge rolls. Scout 9 is pretty good, to be fair. They're good for doing the actions early. Israel at WTC. Yeah, very cringe. They're not great in combat. And they have no shooting weapons. Yeah, Scout 9 to do the actions is quite nice. Interesting. Okay. So everyone and their dog is playing Emperor's Children. It's double or triple defiler. You know, it's Coterie or it's Frenzied and Carnival for the crit 5s. Which is pretty sick. Everyone is playing orks as well. Is everyone running a similar list there? No. It seems to be way more varied for orks, it looks like. I mean, yeah, Emperor's Children are a very limited army, so their options are going to be limited either way. But that is a lot more varied. You've even got like different variations of mixed detachments. Sometimes you'll see like obvious combos go together. But like Mordaka Speedwar, Mordaka Freebooter, Okay, they're the only two. They're the only two with more DACA. There's a lot more variation there, definitely. Let's have a look at France, because they usually win. So we've got Warhorde with Taven Cold, very typical one. Gazgul, Pain Boy, and a big group of boys. It's understandable. Mozrog and Squighog, which is quite nice. Beast Boss and Squighog. Beast Boss and Squighog. That's a lot of big bricks. Waz Dakakun is absolutely cracked. Big Mech Daka Rig and a bunch of Gretchen and 1 unit of Leeters. So he's gone for 3 big, like fairly nasty units with the Beast Boss and the Squigs. Are they max units as well? Yes. Oh no, Mozrogs isn't. Interesting, Mozrogs isn't, and the other two are. So yeah, this is just 4 big brick units. Oh, goes fuck you, basically. Beast bosses are pretty good. Errata. So thump gun and a slugger, sure, whatever. Beast boss chopper and squeeze jaws are great. They can heroic intervention for 1 CP less and do it with multiple. And they get +1 charge. And then what's the Squigosaurs do again? Squighog boys. You can ignore any or all modifiers to move characteristic and or to advance and charge rolls. So you get +1 charge and do it all the time, no matter what. They're alright in combat. You got a bomb squig. That is big, right? T7, 3 wounds and 4 wounds on a smasher squig. That is big boys. Yeah, okay. Got Jack's on Team England. Great job, Jack. Gaz, Pain Boy boys, Beast Boss, Squigog boys, Beast Boss, Squigog boys, Mozrog, Squigog boys, Waz Daka, Big Mech Daka Rig, Big Mech Daka Rig, T is a Gretchen. No Stomper in no looters in this one. Is there any orc lists that aren't is it just Gaz plus boys plus bike guy? No. No. Japan! Let's go Japan. Gaz, Pain Boy boys, Beast Boss boys, Beast Nugget. Okay, we got war bosses and boys, and 1 Squighog unit with the bike guy. The bike guy is just one of the most efficient units in the army. I've seen France's anti-orc Votan tech. I have not. I have not. What's Brian on? Guards, Pain Boy boys. Fuck yes, dude. Fuck yeah. Big boss Pain Boy boys. War boss Pain Boy boys. Banner knob flash gits. What the fuck does a banner knob do? Git spot squig. That sounds like something good for shooting. Zogrod and 20 Gretchen. The bike. Truck, Gretchen commandos. Hide war gear. Holy shit. Holy shit, dude. Scotland. Is it the same list? Guards, Pain Boy boys. It is the same list again. Yo, Vanilla's leaking to stat check, dude. Oh my god. It's the same list. That's 2 for 2 is crazy. 2 for there's some Vanilla being a little cheeky. I wonder how much his team knows. Chat, is there some drama here? Is there some drama? It's crazy that Scotland and USA both have the same list. It's crazy that Scotland and USA both have the same 2 lists that we've looked at. Scotland, Cursed Legion and Sky Shroud Spearhead for Necrons. What does USA have? Cursed Legion, Sky Shroud Spearhead. Lockhurst Destroyers, Lockhurst Lord Destroyers, Overlord Lichguard. Overlord, Lichguard, Lockhurst, Chronomancer Destroyers, Lockhurst Lord, Lockhurst Destroyers, Skullpit Lord. Okay, this is similar, not the same. Similar, not the same. Didn't give him the full list this time. Didn't give him the full list. Void Dragon, Illuminor, Necrosaur, Reanimator Ophidians. Reanimator Ophidian. It's a basic, it's almost identical. $21 out of 100 is how many speedies you're painting. That's 21 people who believe that I can do it. You could be one of them. Chat, that's 3 for 3 for fucking Scotland, USA. That's 3 for 3. Oh, they have a G's to the cult. There's no G's to the cult in USA. USA's got Innes and John Lennon. Right? John Lennon. Azrael, Assault Intercessors. Samael. Ravenwing Command Squad. Outriders. I think this is crazy. I don't understand why people are running Outriders over Ravenwing Bite Squad. Everybody seems to be running Command Squad Outriders to get the +1 strength and +1 damage. I guess they're trying to make. Are they trying to make both Samael and the Command Squad? Because the Command Squad aren't that great in combat. Points. I think three Black Knights is 5 points more. +1 strength and damage is huge. It's not that great on the Command Squad. It's all right on Samael. I much prefer the anti-monster, anti-vehicle 4+. Because, for example, I suppose on the Mastercraft power weapon as well. Their strength 5 -2, 1 damage with dev wounds. And then the Mastercraft power weapon is strength 5 -2, 2 damage with no other abilities. You know? Samael is strength 6 -3, 2 damage with sustained 2, which is pretty beast. Black Knights for 3 of them. I think they're 75. Yeah, they're set 5 points more. Outriders have 4 wounds, do they? Do Outriders have 4 wounds? That's a big difference, to be fair. Yeah, the 4 wounds is a big difference, to be fair. So you get 1 more wound per model, which is pretty big. Damage 3 with sustained 2 is disgusting. Damage 2. But damage 3 on with Outriders attached. So that is pretty good. One thing I've been thinking about changing, though, because I think 9 bikes is too many. I think because I've got a unit of 9 with Samael, so it's a brick of 10. I think that's too many. I think I could actually drop some. Take a unit of Outriders. But yeah, I've seen this a lot. Basically. But yeah, making the Samael the brick of the squad. You're basically relying on him. Strength 7 -3, 3 damage is pretty good. But anti-monster, anti-vehicle 4+ is a drug. Especially when you got dev wounds and everything. Yeah, 78 buffs. I know, I run it. I'd say I run it with Black Knights instead. I run it with 6 Black Knights. You could arguably run it with 3. With the Black Knights, everything has anti-monster, anti-vehicle 4+ on the charge. And you have a 5+ invuln. 1 less wound, invuln. And better shooting. Yeah, it sounds like it's 5. If you made a charge move to the end of the phase, melee weapons, equipment models in this unit have anti-monster, anti-vehicle 4+. Info Mike is in the Discord later begging for Outriders. I got Outriders, bro. Also, thanks. I don't know. I like the anti-monster, anti-vehicle because it means that if they charge a knight or something, they usually kill it. Because then they're all dev wounds as well. Because I feel like this only is really good for the Samael bit. It's currently the best list for Carnival of Excess. Carnival of Excess and the Battle Line one. 3 Defilers. The end. 3 Defilers, 2 units of Seekers, 2 units of Demonettes, whatever else you want with the Lord Exultants. Thatcher's leader character. Oh my god, John Lennon, you've cheated. John Lennon's cheated. It's Thatcher's support. And they got Recon Hunter. Ooh, interesting. What does Recon Hunter do? I have been thinking about changing the detachments. I'm just not sure. Company of Hunters. Enhancements. Recon Hunter. Scout. Scout 9. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. Scout 9 on this unit is fucking horrific. Alright, are we going to see triple land speed Avengers with rerolling shots? Lionel, Tech Marine for +1 to hit, Intercessors, Deathwing Knights, Land Speeder, Vengeance, Vengeance. Yeah, with Night Forge battery. I don't know if 3 Defiles would be good outside WTC. 3 Defiles is exceptionally good. It doesn't matter what matchup you put them in, that is exceptionally good. Thunderstrike for +1 to wound. Yeah, so the Land Speeder Vengeance, I wish I could get more. You just can't buy them. They're like 50 quid each. No one's buying that. So, thankfully, WTC can 3D print them. Stick plasma cannons on back of shit. Land Speeder Vengeances are really good. So, I've been running these as well. So they have Plasma Storm Battery, D6 +1 twin linked with Hazardous, so Chef 9 -3 damage. So twin linked is the huge shit. You know. Once per turn shooting phase, when another friendly adept Astartes unit within 6 inches of this model is destroyed, one model can use this ability if it does shoot at them. Which is pretty good. And then with the Dark Flight Pursuit upgrade, they reroll the number of shots, I want to say. Something like that. Reroll the number of attacks and hazard rolls. Did you know the reroll hazardous enhancement also works for Desperate Escape? Yeah, it does. It works for Desperate Escape and Plasma. The Landspeed Avengers look so goofy by today's standards. Yeah. I have a Landspeed Avengers. I asked 2 weeks ago, Raziel. Where were you? But no, I appreciate it. I'm not good. I'm leaving it for now. Can't be asked. I can't be asked. I was going to convert a Dark Shroud into one. These are good lists. I don't know if I would like it. I'm kind of taking all the Landspeeders for a bit of a meme. Yeah, Plasma Contempt to Dread Sprue. That's smart. Yeah, that's smart, actually. Yeah, triple Landspeed Avengers is pretty good. Before my points went up, I did have 2 Landspeed Avengeances in the list. Deredio. Oh, Deredio's even better, right? Oh, that's actually really smart. Yeah, that's really smart, dude. You could easily sell this as well. This resin? No, it's a plastic. Because he's got 2 barrels as well. You could arguably put one on. Because they'd be quite big. This might work. These. The plasma cannons. Because they're not that huge. It might be a bit small. I was thinking Redemptor Dread. Or like the Executioner. Repulsor. Yeah, because they're not huge. Like they're not massive. You know what I mean? So I was thinking they're probably a bit bigger than the ones that the infantry carry. But yeah, like a Redemptor or something. Or a Contemptor. The Repex one would probably be perfect. They're just harder to get hold of. But yeah, like, they're all good lists. Do I want to change my list for it? Maybe. I'm just happy that people are starting to notice that I know how to write lists. Because my list looks very similar, chat. My list looks very similar. As does Innis's list. Have a look at Innis. Azrael with assault. Okay, he's got assault intercessors, not intercessors. Fair enough. Samuel, Ravenwing Command Squad, Outriders. Lion, Tepbreed, Intercessor, Deathwing Knights, double land speeder, triple vengeance. Scouts and a Thunderstrike. It's the same list. Speeder slot will be taken out back next set. Yeah, well, they're going to nerf the land speeder vengeance at this rate, right? The biggest downfall of the vengeance is the number of shots, to be honest. So yeah, so I'm running 3 detachments just for the one detachment point spam for deep strike turn 1. But in a company of hunters, you get assault on everything. So everything can advance and shoot. So maybe you don't even need a deep strike turn 1. I might try it out tomorrow and see how I feel about it. Because all Adepts and Astartes get assault, and you can fall back and shoot. And then Mounter can advance and charge. You already advance and charge anyway. And then they can fall back, shoot, and charge as well. So I don't think Samael does fall back, shoot, and charge. I think he just does advance and charge. Samael. Yeah, that's just advance and charge. They also both company of hunters allows you get advance and charge on a regular unit, making Azrael even better. Yeah, Azrael's really good. Azrael gives sustained on everything, I think. You get a command point, which is crucial, and you get sustained hits on everything, on all models in shooting and combat. So then he has advance and charge as well. So it's definitely an interesting one. But that's 4 lists of 8 of Scotland and USA having identical lists. 4 of 8. Sam Pope and Bruce Duffy. Let's have a nosy. Pat Bound Zealots. You could bad decisions bounce fuel for every tune attachment. Send the bad game design. In doing so, I force you off recon to make room for my team. I've channeled my delusionment into this list. I call it Dumpo. Abaddon Chosen. Chaos Lord Terminator Vashtor. Cultist. Chaos Bikers. Defiler. Raiders. Guard. Venom Crawler. Okay. Abaddon Chosen. Chaos Lord RK. Vashtor. Cultist. Bikes. Defiler. Red Godside Raiders. Trey Guardman. Venom Crawler. That's 5 lists, bro. 5 out of 6 lists are identical. There's collusion. Is that illegal? Is that allowed? Alright, they've got what's this? Chaos Demons. USA have a Demons. Scotland has a G's of the Cult. Oh yeah, it gives a full plus to the unit he joins, yeah. Alright, 5 out of the 7, because USA have this and Scotland doesn't. 5 out of 7. Right, Lines of the Emperor, Might of Morotai. Valerian Custody Wardens. Let's check Scotland. Valerian Custody Wardens. Followed by 18 Alaris and some Prosecutors. 18 Alaris and some Prosecutors. Followed by Prosecutors, 2 Vendreads, Verters and Witchseekers. Prosecutors, 2 Vendreads, Vertis and Witchseekers. Oh my god. Oh my god. 6 out of 8 lists are identical. That isn't just collusion, that's fucking copying, dude. That's copy paste, bro. Oof. Oof. Chat, who do I send a formal Karen complaint to? What video do I make? The WTC is over video. One list will be some kind of convergent thought process, but 6 is a little beyond chance. Yeah. WTC just murdered. It's over for Team Scotland. WTC just got worse. WTC cheating scandal just got worse. WTC cheating scandal. There you go. Sorted. They're practice partners, yeah. Are we challenging Discord's mini style? No, because she's stolen all my titles and run with it. Scotland USA have sold 11. Thank God. Thank God. It's over. The only reason I can see is that everyone on the internet is watching what you're up to, Mikey. Yep, they are, mate. They are. They know. They know the source. WTC, what they're cheating. What they're cheating. That's quite funny. That's quite good. That's quite good, though. So not gonna lie. So yeah, so they're all the main lists from WTC. I would say everybody and their dog is running fucking Emperor's Children and Orcs because they are probably the 2 best factions in the game right now. Which is pretty wild. Pretty wild, dude, to be honest. Emperor's Children just triple Defiler. That seems to be the way to run it, you know what I mean? Triple or double Defiler. Excuse me. If you copy Discourse minis, you have to somehow implicate GW in some wrongdoing on your thumbnail. I love Discourse as a person. I love Discourse. I just want to clarify that. I think she's a wonderful human. And she's very nice. I think we get on really well. And I'm sure she'd say the same about me. We had really good catch-up at UK Games Expo. Had a great time. Tiles are dog shit. I think she knows it as well. Her tiles are absolutely fucking dog shit. They work, though. People keep clicking those fucking titles, dude. People keep clicking those titles, and I'm like, you know what, Discourse? I hate the game, not the player. You know? I hate the game, not the player. Those titles are fucking obscene, and she knows it, but they work every time. They work every time. Yeah, I get the bag, you know what I mean? I think Warhammer's died about 6 times according to Discourse's titles. But if the people keep clicking on it, then why wouldn't you make them like that? I love her. I think she's great. You know, I think she's great. She's a great person. Her titles and thumbnails are awful. Well, like I said, if the thing is with it is like, I can say it's dog shit. I think she'll probably agree. But she'll be like, well, it works. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. So, if people keep clicking it, then you can't get mad at the person, can you? Let's be honest. Why would I get mad at her? People are clicking the video. Can I click this? I can. I can fix the weird crop. Oh no, I can't. Never mind. Wait, did I fix it? There's like a weird crop on my thing. I'm gonna transform. Nope. Nope, it did do nothing. Where's performing video as a kit bash one? People don't watch for positive content. Oh, really? It's a shame she tried to make something new. Like 190,000 views in 7 days. I could only fucking dream of those sorts of views. You know? Like, fair fucking play to her. Like, fair fucking play to her. Why not? 190, 120, 40, 72, 72, 130. Why would you not do this? You know? Like I said, she's got it down to a T, mate. She's got it down to a fucking T. Like, I don't think she'll mind, you know? Like, I love that it's the same thumbnail every time. Like, sometimes it's literally the same thumbnail every time, you know? If I could use one thumbnail for 250,000 views, I would do the same. She's an icon. It got leaked. It got leaked. It got leaked. It's fucking literally genius. She's got it down. Look at the views. You know, she's got it down to a T. Copy the post right now. He's genius, mate. Also, worse. I can't do. I could do popular and scroll. How many views you got? 350. It's a most viewed video. Fuck, dude. A most viewed video is 7 days ago. That's peak. Well done. Well done, Discourse. What's the worst performing video? Oh, I'm already bored. 350, I'm going to be here all day. I'm going to be here all day, I can't be asked. Fair fucking play to it, like I said. Absolute peak. What, guys, why are you watching my videos 190,000 times? Yeah, rage bait videos plus ones with a YouTuber face get ignored. I don't click on rage bait full stop, and you're in a Mikey stream. How? What was rage bait? Everyone is running Emperor's Children. That was a rage bait. It's a fact. It's a fact. People say I'm clickbait. Forget that I never lie. I've never lied once, except for that one time. Mikey speaks facts. Fucking clickbait bastard. Like he puts his face in a thumbnail. Fucking clickbait. Fucking clickbait prick. Maggie tells the truth. 20 views. Discourse. It's over. 190,000. I used to do a lot of drama videos. I don't really do them anymore. I only do drama videos now if it's like worth it. And I'm going to be kicking up the second channel, so that's where all the drama's going. But I only do drama channels if it's like actual, like a news story, you know what I mean? Not just like this person said something dumb. I'll talk about it on stream maybe. You know what? I'm going to retract that statement. Because who gives a fuck? If you want to watch a video, great. If it's because it's angry, great. If it's because it's happy, great. I don't want to be like a holier than thou guy. I just don't do much live slop content on the main channel anymore. You know? I don't do as much live edited slop because there's a drama thing on the channel anymore. It's a more second channel thing. The main channel's quite curated now, chat. Have you not noticed? You know? Look at this curation. Haven't uploaded in a month. Look at this curation. Oh. Wow. Look at all this. Fixing what's wrong. These are all the things you want to change. This is what I found. Getting the most out of this box. I went to Japan. Oh. Let's go. Look, 5 beginner hats. Awful video. Look how my views have been climbing as well. Look, these are all doing fine. These are doing great. This was fine. This got made members only because it did poo. This was fine. And then I like locked in. I locked in around here. And when second channel was like fever dream. Yeah, remember when I had an editor so I could run the second channel at the same time and then I lost my editor? I'm currently trying out a new editor, so we'll see. Yeah, second channel will come back, I promise. So, I spoke about it before, but I had an editor for the main channel. So it was like a lot easier to do, like them to do the main stuff and then me to focus on the second channel stuff. But then as soon as I got into a really good rhythm, they got swiped by GW. So it was not great. It was annoying, to be honest. They came on around Death Guard conversion, I want to say. No. It came on around here. Is this different to the guy who got swapped by Valrak? No! Yes! Yes, actually. So I had someone else working with me the first time. So they were editing around here. They edited this one. I edited this one. They edited this one. This one and this one. And then this one, I think. And then they got swiped. So I was like, fuck me. Back to square one. Did my big move. You know. Did my big move. Picked up. Did this. Thought that was sick. Got someone else to start editing with me. They did this one. I did this one. They did this one. This one. This one. No, this is a different editor, but I didn't like him. This one. And this one. And this one. You can tell. You can tell because it's a peak editing. This is where they really found their footing. And then they did all this with me and then left. They actually only did half the series and left. So I had them for what? 2 months? They did the first 2 episodes of the RPG, then I had to do the 3rd one. So then I've not been able to find a good editor since, but I am working with an editor now and I'm really impressed with them. You obviously don't pay them enough. Yeah, you know it all, mate. Don't worry about it. You know it all, mate. You got me there, sure. So yes, they got swiped by GW because I don't offer a 50% discount. I also don't offer dental. So I'm trying a new one out now, and it's going pretty well. So hopefully we'll sort that out. If I don't pay them enough, you need to subscribe more, chat, so I can give them more money. How about that? You need to subscribe more and become more members and send more memberships so I can pay for dental. So yeah, so basically that's kind of like why things have been like peak, and then like I've not really had like good momentum. I think that's my problem. I've had like really good times. I've had really bad times in terms of like keeping up with shit. I think overall, like the bar is higher than it used to be. You know what I mean? I think that's where I'd say I'm at in a minute. I think the bar is higher. Is it the pentatonic treadmill? What's the saying? Pedontic? Oh, it's hedonic. Not pedantic. So I've very much got like a hedonic treadmill type aspect to my channel. Which is basically like I go fast and slow, you know what I mean? I'm like this with like content. But every time I do this, the baseline gets set higher, so then I have to work harder to get it further up, you know? I think like I'm doing better than I ever have, but I also feel like I'm failing more than I ever have, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm doing the best and worst at the same time, because my average keeps getting risen up, you know. That's what hedonic treadmill is. The human tendency to quickly return to a stable level of happiness after a major positive or negative life change. So as things get better, your average of what you think is right gets set higher, basically. You know. So I think overall things have been going pretty well, but I feel like I'm like achieving more and failing more at the same time, which is a bit weird. It's a weird place to be in, like, headspace wise, definitely. Because, like, you know, like, oh, my video only got 20,000 views. It's like, well, fucking 5 years ago, I'd be looking to get 2, you know what I mean? You know, I'd be like, fuck yeah, 2,000. And now I'm like, oh, I didn't even get 20k views in a day. What the fuck? You know? It's that sort of mindset. But also just, like, not just, like, with views and stuff. It's just in general. It's like, oh, I can't believe my last video did so much better than this one. It's so poo. But this video that I've just released that is doing poo is, like, one of the best videos I've released in the past 2 years, you know? But it's just not as good as my last one or my last recent ones. But also apologies. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. I don't know if I always think I like to be upfront and honest and like where my mind's at and where my head's at with shit like this, because ultimately I want you guys to enjoy it and watch. But I also don't know if me going like getting real and being honest about everything is actually very good or not. I don't want to sound like I'm just complaining. You know what I mean? I don't want to just sound like feel like I'm complaining all the time. It's more just like an analysis of like where I'm at and where I'm going, you know what I mean? And maybe you like it, maybe you don't. Maybe you just fucking hate it and I'm just like missing the mark. Feels like there's so much of a chance to videos too. Yes and no. Yes and no. There's like a chance of like a video doing exceptionally well and doing okay. I don't think there's a chance of a video doing well and doing bad, you know? I don't think a video randomly does bad unless you're taking a risk. You know, it's like if I fucking go out and make a video about fucking Barbie dolls, you know, no one's gonna watch that because I'm not a Barbie doll guy. If I make a video about Warhammer, there's like a set baseline that I should expect, and it's very unlikely it'll do exceptionally bad. You know, the chance of it doing exceptionally well can be a little bit random, but there's a lot of things that I control, and I've definitely spent like this past few months or 6 months or so, like really honing that in. So where I feel like I'm getting a lot more consistent, like performing videos. Not as many because I've been focusing too much, and I've been like my fucking rules video that is dead now. You know what I mean? This video that's dead. I learned a lot from this one of like trying to explain it, having a lot more like in-person examples, for example. Like this one is me explaining a lot and using like rules overlay. This one does rules overlay, but I'm also showcasing it at the same time, and you can see like they're like similar videos, but this did like almost twice as well, you know, like 17 compared to 10. Long story, like in the grand scheme of things that's not a lot, but for me that's pretty good, you know what I mean? Like this format of like this like thumbnail, this face, yeah, it doesn't like fucking doesn't change a lot, but I've kind of like really been able to hone in on this like format, you know what I mean? So I've like, this one didn't do so well, but I also was like just making this one for fun. I didn't think this one was going to do so well. I was glad it did 13k, you know what I mean? But like this one, absolutely like fire, you know what I mean? It's like I said, it's like this very similar format, really, really honed in, and I've really like nailed it, I think. I think I've like, got that format down to a T. I think there's still like, well, still think there's like area for improvement. And like how I box it is important, because obviously I've been getting not hate so much, but there's a few people on Reddit who started complaining about this type of video, like lying because there's not actually more than 36 models because you got to buy some, blah, 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 you know. Well, like this doesn't do that, but also it still did just as well, but the format itself works, you know what I mean? So that's what I've been trying to do. I've been trying to make better long form videos rather than just going, here's a live stream slot that I chopped down, you know? Like some of them quite good, not all of them. Like I just don't think codex reviews work for me because people just go elsewhere for that, you know? Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I feel like people just go elsewhere, so I'm just going to stop doing that. I'll just talk about them on a live stream. Like, hobby and converting and stuff like that has definitely been something that's, like, done really well for me the past few months. About a year or so. This video changed the trajectory. You know what I mean? Like, 123,000. Look before. 2, 4, 16, 16. Yeah, fair. 38. All right, fair. This kind of led to this, you know? Oh, box army videos work really well. Let's do another one. Oh, I can't actually paint it all in time, so I won't. But you like, look before that. Like, fucking, this is a great video. 600 views. Fucking kill me. You know. These are all rules videos, and they're all a little bit all over the place, you know. They're all a little bit all over the place. 5, 6, 10, 3. And then it was like, this video did really fucking well, and that got me thinking, maybe I don't just make rules content. Maybe I make hobby content. Maybe I make helpful hobby content. You know, this is a battle report. It's not fucking locked in as one, but it's a battle report, you know what I mean? And then, yeah, like, I moved, and then I was like, right, okay, cool, let's lock in. Let's lock in. Holy shit, that worked really well. So, you can, like I said, you can see, like, the trajectory of where my not so much a kick up the arse, but definitely like a vibe change. So, where the long form videos have done really, really well, my live streams have actually suffered from it because I'm focusing so much on long form that people aren't expecting to watch me for live streams, they're expecting to watch me for hobby content, and I'm here bitching about fucking God knows who what, talking about amulets or whatever. So it's definitely an interesting one for sure. It's definitely changed my perspective, but it's also like not harmed the channel, but just changed the channel's direction. And it's good because a lot of people like it because I've changed the channel's direction like 3 times now. You know, remember when I used to only make battle reports? Remember that time? So yeah, like I'm 6 years full time doing it. I've changed the channel again, and I'm absolutely like smashing it in terms of views and stuff. It's doing the best it ever has, but I also feel like I fail more because I'm not uploading in a month. That's crazy. Why? I was building my website, trying out a new editor, and I've been ill. So yeah, definitely an interesting trajectory I've been on. So there you go. There's your behind the scenes thought process. It's definitely an interesting one, I think. I wish I recorded that because I didn't. I felt that was a good conversation. I should have recorded that. I didn't. That was a really good conversation. I'm stupid. So yeah, that's why the second channel's a fever dream. I've had a funny time trying to get a solid editor for a long time. But we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm currently working with one. I've got a meeting with them later today, maybe, or tomorrow. I can't remember. But I'm trying to lock it in. Trying to lock it in, chat. All right. Can we indulge for a minute? Are you gonna let me indulge for a moment? Who's excited for Gundam Assemble? Excited, don't care. Answer in chat right now. Who's excited for Gundam Assemble, chat? That wasn't indulging. No, that was answering a question. That was answering a question. Nobody gives a fuck. Shit. Right, okay. Fuck. Knockoff Transformers. Gundam came out first. $1984. Oh my god. Transformers are literally 1984. 1979. Sit the fuck down. Transformers and knockoff Gundam. You see the Scream on put out a video about Miniature Master Drama. I did not watch it, but I did see it. I did see it. Does no one care? I was going to talk about the product release. Night Shield telling me Power Rangers is an American original. No, it's not. What are they called? What are they called again? Super Sentai! Super Sentai. They're not even real Power Rangers. Are we talking about Exodite points? No. Is there Exodite points? Do we care? Wow, 59% don't give a fuck and 30 of you voted. Holy shit. I was expecting this to be a little bit higher. I was expecting it to be slightly higher, not like a load higher. Clanblade, 70 points. Dragon Knights, 90 points for 3. That's pretty good. Laystalker, 80 points. And Stone Singer, 60. I haven't looked at the rules, to be fair. They're any good. Dragon Knights. So 1 to 3 or 6. Move 10, T5, 4 up, save. No invuln. Rip. 4 wins is nice. Laser, they're just shining spears with extra attacks, right? Solar Carbine. It's a shuriken catapult. Sure. When the shooter selects a fake fallback move, it does operate with the unit for able to shoot and declare a charge. That's pretty good. When the shooter selected to fight, melee weapons equipped by unengaged models in this unit are within 3 to enemy unit engaged with the shooter can target enemy unit. Yo! That's pretty good. Once per battle per token. When an enemy unit enters a move within 8 inches, you can move D6. On 3 plus that enemy unit suffers a more wound. Cool. How do you know how many Dracolift tokens you have? Place 1 Dracolift token next to the unit for each Dracolift the unit is equipped with. Okay, 2. They don't have anti-big 3+. Yeah, that's true. So they're just Dragon Knights. They're the unit, right? 90 or 180. A little cheapest. Laystalker. Lone Operative Scout 9. Initiate phase on unit selected to shoot. Select enemy unit, excluding monster vehicle. Hit by one of the attacks. Take a battle shot roll with -1. They get to move as well. They got double reactive. So that's the Laystalker. That's what, 80 points we say? Yeah, 80 points is pretty good. Dragon D's nuts, nice. Stone Singer, battle support. Song of Waning, Solar Carbine, and Venom Crest Spit. Oof, they got a lot of shots. The other ones don't have the Venom Crest Spit. But this one doesn't have the laser lance, I guess. If it's not battle shot usability, on a 1, this unit is battle shot. Select enemy unit within enemy vehicle or monster within 18. Give it -2 move. Sure. What's that one called? That's the 60-point one into Stonesinger. And then the clan blade. So you get 3 characters or a unit. That's a lot of characters from a single unit. You get melee sustain. That's good. That's also good. That's what Samael has. Cornered prey. Moonblade, lethal twin lanes. I'd rather a laser lance. How many points is the clan? That's a lot of units from one kit. Okay. Yeah, it seemed decent. Depends on what detachment you run in. Like I said, they're basically jet bikes. Think of them as jet bikes that can't fly. They have mobile there, so they can run through walls. So they're better than fly, sure. Sure. Yeah, no one cares about Gundam Assemble. So I was going to watch the update, but maybe I don't bother now. I think the big regular kits are cool, not too fussed with the tabletop game to always talk away. The thing is with it is I was going to watch the product update and maybe people don't care. But also it kind of shows you what it's about. Don't get me wrong, I don't care. Happy for you to try and change my mind though. I don't know what's in this video, so I'm a bit concerned about going over it. Chat, remember Mikey's giving away some Exodites. I am giving away some Exodites as long as they arrive. I have ordered them. So the product update is it's about like what's happening because Gundam Assemble's coming out in October. So I think the video. Do I have any? Can I open it on YouTube and get a description? I've had a quick idea. Product lineup. Talk about starter sets, the new deluxe sets, list building, scenario overviews, the roadmap, and then participating titles as in who's involved. At least the Raptors can fit through the windows that get you. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, so I think the idea of this is it's kind of like a showcase of like what their plans are for the first 6 months, basically. Like what's happening in the game, what their plans are. I've played Gundam Assemble. It's pretty good. Do I still have it?
Cool. Mate, when are you ready? Yeah. Well, sorry, I should have said it. You know what I mean? Just crack on. Welcome to Gundam Assemble.
This is me, Elliot, and Cal playing Gundam Assemble, bro. Sharing the table is so bouncy. Feels like they announced Gundam Assemble too early. All the hype is gone for me at least. Yeah, I think they delayed it because the game had a big rewrite basically quite early on, but they announced the card game collaboration quite early on as well. So like the card game collaboration was like last year, basically July last year, and then it didn't come out. It took 18 months from that announcement for it to actually come out, which is quite far. You know what I mean? That's quite a big time jump to expect people to be hyped about it. But also they've been demoing it a lot. Did not play test well. I just think they kind of changed their idea of it. I think they were planning on doing like a big war game and then they made it a skirmish game, you know. Because I think all of the data cards and stuff changed over as well. They kind of like changed the idea of it. From war game to skirmish. So, I was going to watch the product update. I was going to watch the product update because this is kind of like a big 6-month roundup about like what's happening in the first 6 months. It gives you an overview about the sets that are coming out, what's in the sets, what their plans are with them, what's their plans for the next sets, what happens if you already have the miniatures from the card game. They demo it and then you can't play it for 2 years. Yeah. The thing is with it though is it's a bit of a funky one because I totally agree. Yeah, like announcing it like last July with the collaboration with the card game when the card game came out, and then not having an actual game for 18 months is pretty wild. However, I'd rather it come out and be good, you know. I'd rather it to kind of like come out and be good rather than come out and be rushed. Because I think that's the problem, is like we are so disenfranchised with GW and stuff like that, where we come out and it's bad and then it gets fixed later. That that something coming out and just being good is like weird, you know. I'm gonna watch it anyway. So Gundam Assemble had a huge product update on at Gen Con. This is just after Gen Con. It's basically going over what their plans are, and maybe you can be excited for it, maybe you won't be. If you're not interested, well, the votes are too close, so we're lucky. I would like to watch it because I'd like to know the updates as well. But yeah, so we've seen a demo. We saw a demo a couple of months ago. They're taking their time with it. They're just not rushing it out. I don't know. The thing is with it is I think all the kits are being made in Japan as well, which is obviously going to cause delay issues in terms of like all Bandai stuff is made in Japan. Good for the quality of the kits, good for the country, good for the distributors. No, sorry, good for the manufacturer, a bit annoying for the distributors. But yeah, let's have a look what they got to say anyway. I'll try and skip over bits that we don't need to think about. I won't interrupt too much if we already know, but I'm interested to hear what their plans are for the first few months.
Hey everybody, I'm Eric Doa-Lonquist, Organized Play Manager for Gundam Assemble, and with me, we have the one and only Justin Gary, the lead game designer for Gundam Assemble, and here we are talking about the game, giving some updates that people have never seen before. For you, this has got to be crazy, sitting next to everything all painted on the table in physical presence.
What I will say, initially, lead organized play, which Games Workshop doesn't have. We have fucking actually someone, because obviously Bandai is very well known for like card games at the minute. They have organized play for that and it works really well. They're going to be bringing that out for Gundam Assemble straight away off the bat, which is really good. They're already doing like alternate art data cards for playing the demo, so I imagine we're probably going to see that as like a store tournament type thing, like Thursday night or an RTT equivalent will have basically like alternate art cards for winning rather than just like not doing anything.
Been amazing. So I've been working on this game for 3 years now, and it wasn't until this year where I actually got to show it off and see fans' reactions at major events like Bandai Card Fest, and that has transformed everything. And so now to be able to be here with you and share this stuff with the community out there, including some never before seen revealed miniatures, a lot of background between...
What's new here? I've not seen the Zaku one before. I've seen the Zeong head, because that's fun. Because basically in this battle, this is the deluxe set. So basically you got like a starter set, which has 6 minis in, ready to play. The deluxe set is kind of like a narrative box. It's like a 1v1 type box. Like you have good guys versus bad guys, whereas this is just an assortment of Gundam minis. This one is like the final battle of White Base versus the Zeong at the end of the original anime. And when the Amuro kills the Zeong, the head flies off with Char in it, which is why the head flies off. It does this in the card game as well. It's really cool actually. But basically, you kill the Zeong, the head fucking rockets off.
What's going on here? I could not be happier and more excited to show this off.
Yeah, I'm ultra hyped too. We have got so much to talk about today. We're going to give you some updates on the product roadmap, kind of a sneak preview of what's coming. We're also going to talk about some new details with the sets you already know are coming in October with the game's release. Justin and I are going to go over a couple scenarios that are going to come in starter set number 1, and we're going to finally tell you how you can use those models that came with the Gundam card game packs.
Yep, and as I mentioned...
Wow, spoilers from 50 years ago. Actually, it was like 47.
And there are even some models that we are going to reveal at the end of this show, so stick around and you're going to see never before seen items that are incredible.
That's right, let's get started.
Shall I just skip to the end?
All right, so we have a lot on the table in front of us, Justin, and I think
the issue as well is Gundam Assemble's been on pre-order with FLGs for like 2 months or something. It's been on pre-order for ages already. So But I like the idea of it. So like the idea of it, I'm kind of spoiling for some of the video, but basically they're coming out with a starter set and a deluxe set. A deluxe set's gonna be like 100 and something quid. Comes out every like few months, like every 3 months or so, like one a quarter. They're gonna bring out an expansion every month. So like that's pretty. I think that's pretty fun because like because like with Gundam Assemble, there's no like faction per se. You can kind of run anything with anything, as far as I'm aware. So bringing out an expansion, like a 15 quid expansion every month, is not a lot to spend money on, but keeps the game quite fresh.
The first thing to talk about is how Gundam Assemble is structured as far as like what sets we have access to. We have the starter set, we have the deluxe sets, and we have the expansion packs. So let's go through each of them, and it makes sense to start with the starter, right?
Yes, start with the starter, and honestly, this is what everybody should do, right? The starter set has everything 2 players need to play, including 6 units.
Like 35 quid. I know it's only 6 models, but $35 is crazy.
All the cards, 2 different scenarios, dice, terrain, everything you need. And I don't know if you saw the price for this, but it kind of blew my mind when I saw it. It's a promotional price of just $35 for all of that, which makes it, in my opinion, the best deal in all of gaming. And there's so much gameplay here playing just these 6.
Just a reference, there's 6 miniatures. The miniatures are around Terminator size, so it's like a box of Terminators in terms of like, well, it's actually 6 Terminators rather than like 5, for example. I think a problem they're going to have is that the product rollout assumes you just care about all Gundams and not specific series / mobile suits. I think you're just keeping it varied. The expansion packs are going to roll out and they are themed towards a series. I think the intention is kind of like Underworlds, where you kind of just pick all them all up because they've got good models or good cards in them. I think that's like the product idea. But yeah, it's you can just run anything. You can run themed. The deluxe box are where you're like really focusing on a series or a theme or whatever. So because they've already announced UC-79, what we've just seen, so that's the original series. The second one is Seed, which is the most popular Gundam series on the planet, which is the next deluxe. And we know that the deluxe set 3 is G Gundam, which is like another extremely popular one. So in before Mikey makes a how to get 12 Gundams from the starter set.
Units against each other on the 2 scenarios provided is so much fun. We've done it. I mean, I've done it hundreds of times, maybe thousands of times now. Yeah. But it's still fun. It's still interesting. And so it's kind of the no-brainer starting point. And it's not like we held back on some of the coolest mobile suits in all of the Gundam universe.
Where is Ball? He's there, mate. He's there. Don't worry, Ball is there. They're clearly holding back favorites from the expansion, but so later expansions. Yeah, they're definitely doing like they're holding like the biggest ones. I mean, Gundam Aerial's in one of the first expansions. I mean, I guess the thing is with it is if you only like a particular series, then yeah, you're gonna struggle if the expansion isn't out straight away. But I mean, this is the launch, a starter box which has, you know, the RX-78 and Shah Zaku. You've got Barbatos and you got Epion and Wing. Like Wing is like one of the most what probably a lot of people's like jumping off point for like learning what Gundam is. The fucking Vidar, I don't know where he's from, I can't remember. Barbatos is extremely popular. So this is kind of like an all-stars box, barring G-Witch, but then they have G-Witch as an expansion straight away, you know? So it depends what you want, really. I mean, yeah, they're not going to be able to please everybody with the launch, but I think it's a pretty solid launch of like every season that people care about. You know? Oh, there's no G-Quux. There is a G-Quux expansion that's been announced. There's no Seed. There's a big Seed box coming out in January.
And they're very powerful. They're very cool. So it's a great starting point for everybody. Kind of the no-brainer, which is going to be launching in October.
Well, I think it's such a great example of what Gundam Assemble is all about, right? Because you have miniatures from every corner of the Gundam universe in this. You've got Epion right next to Barbatos and all that. And that really is kind of what Gundam Assemble is all about, is you can really kind of build your squad out of anything.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, we built scenarios and we built worlds where this is recreating faithfully events and major moments in the Gundam universe in various different shows. But as you mentioned, a lot of the fun of Gundam Assemble is breaking all of those rules, right? Letting these mobile suits that we've never met before battle together in a squad or battle against each other. And we let you do all of that. So you can really create the perfect scene for you, create your dream scenario. You know, the classic kind of who would really win in a fight that you never got to answer in the show is really one of the most fun parts about working on Gundam Assemble and playing Gundam Assemble.
Yeah, it's a great.
It means basically they can put anything they want in a box and everyone has an excuse to buy it. You know, which is like the cynical way to look at it is like, oh, it's kind of like Underworld, like X-Wing, etc. They put the best cards in one of them, so you have to go out and buy it, but also it gives you that freedom when it comes to list building, just taking anything you want, which is also quite fun. So, you know, swings and roundabouts in that regard. When they said the expansion packs are like 15 quid, I suddenly stopped caring about having to buy all the expansion packs because I thought 15 quid or whatever, $20 or whatever, for 3 miniatures and some cards is not expensive. And if they're only launching like one a month, that's not something like 20 quid's 20 quid, right? You can buy a lot, but it also can't buy a lot. And 3 miniatures to paint up isn't a lot, you know. Isn't expensive when it comes to like that price. If they're releasing like this big fucking deluxe box every month, then yeah, you can't get everything, don't get me wrong. But if there's like a monthly expansion pack, I don't mind going, all right, I'll chuck 20 quid at Outpost, give me that box. You know? That's kind of like where my head's with it. I don't mind that. So yeah, it's how common and how often these boxes are and what's in them that's going to be crucial.
Good example of that too. So let's move on to the deluxe set. So this
Speaking of, there's Ball, everybody. There's Ball.
Where we're taking iconic moments from the Gundam universe and we're making a set around it. So we've got the Battle of Albaku from kind of the end of Mobile Suit Gundam. We've got the Forces of Zeon versus the Earth Federation. And so kind of take us through what we can expect from the deluxe.
Yeah, so you know, the starter set gets you into the core Gundam Assemble experience, which is the 3v3 battle. You can play it in under an hour. It's really fun, really, you know, good, tight gaming experience. The deluxe set has that included. You can play 3v3 and there is a scenario there to support that. But what the cool thing is when you're building the Battle of Boku, it is the 5v5 giant battle that you're able to have, including the carriers, as you can see here, white base, right? They're huge. They're huge. They take up multiple hexes. They've got their own rules for how they're able to move and what they do, and you can deploy from them. So it creates these really cool moments. And then we put a lot more rules into the scenarios to make the specific scenes come to life. So this is an experience that, you know, instead of that kind of quick, I've just got 45 minutes or an hour, I want to sit down and play this one. If you want to play the full Battle of Boku, you've got about, you know, the 2 to 3 hours of like really.
So there you go. So they're doing, they do go up quite quickly. The Battle of Boku is $100 in November. And then in December, there's the Gundam Seed one, which they haven't shown off yet, but a lot of the miniatures, they've actually shown off already because they came out with the card game, which is $170 a month later. Then 3 months later, they have another one at 170 MSRP. So I think they're going to be about 100. Like, let's have a look at Outpost. Let's break the Outpost, guys. If you want to order Gundam Assemble, I should really order mine. To get a rough pricing, like UK pricing. So the starter set is £35. Oh, it's in pounds basically because of tax probably. So it's £100 for deluxe set 1. And then it's going to be 170 for these. So that is quite a lot. If they release another one in like June, I think that's going to be a bit too often for a £200 box. So wait, why are the expansions £36? I thought they were 15. Oh, chat, it's Jova. Oh, chat, it's Jova. Never mind. I thought the expansions are 20. For some reason, Outpost has them listed as 36. That's probably just the price, though. Maybe I just made a mistake. All right, chat. Maybe it is a bit expensive. The first deluxe box really good. 170 every 3 months is a lot. Yeah, maybe quite a lot. No, maybe you can't much buy everything. Yeah, my bad, chat.
Fun sitting down and like tactically maneuvering through everything that happens. And so it's a great immersive experience. You want to spend the afternoon with it, and it lets you really live the scene in you know, kind of real life in the Gundam Assemble game.
Yeah, and depending on which side you're a fan of, you can change history, I suppose.
That's
too,
right.
A little bit
That's
there.
right.
Yeah.
The outcome is not foreordained.
I don't think DOA. No, I don't think that's true. Just a reference though, for everyone asking, on launch, they have a unicorn expansion, the G-Witch expansion, the Goof, the Wing expansion, and I think that's everything on launch. Yes.
There are multiple different ways to go, and it's really one of the fun things for my team was really like, okay, well, what would happen if we change this outcome? How would that resolve, and how do we represent that? And so we want to give people the chance to play things out a different way.
The Goof. The Goof. The Goof. What a boy. What a boy. Ugh. What a beefcake there, lad. Look at him. Ugh. What a powerful guy. What a powerful guy. I hate that he sits to one side on the base, though. I just noticed that. I hate that he sits to one side.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we got to move on to the expansion packs. So these are sets that hone in on a specific franchise that let you augment your forces with more models to build more strategic options with.
Yeah, that's right. So unlike the deluxe set and the starter set, which have everything that you need to play, you could buy either one of those, be ready to go right out of the box. With the expansion packs, the assumption is that you've purchased one or the
So there you go. So they've shown off everything that's coming out so far. So, like I said, we've got Unicorn, G-Witch, then the Goof. Oh, they've changed. The Goof model's different. Yo. That must be why they didn't reveal it, because it's a prototype. So this is the preview they put out before. And now it looks like this, which is slightly different. He's got a different pose and he stands more central on his base now. So we've got mobile suit with Goof. Then we've got mobile wing with heavy arms and death scythe. Then we've got the Leo and the tall geese. They've already been out with the card game. We've got Strike Freedom and Infinity Justice Gundam, I think. Which looks absolutely beast. This looks great. The G-Quok set, which is already out. We've got New Gundam and Sazabi with a token of some sort. And then we've got Ball, RX, and a GM as well. So, do you need every deluxe set? Do you not get the upgraded terrain in those sets? No, the upgraded terrain is separate. The deluxe sets is more... I think calling them deluxe sets is slightly misleading. Deluxe set is a scenario set, basically. It's like, this is set on a scene. Here's loads of models. You know. It's like, here's this scene from this show. Go play. Deluxe kind of makes it sound like a premium version of a starter set, which it isn't. It's a scenario set. So yeah, so really cool expansions coming out, and like I said, these are coming out once a month. So 30 quid a month is a little bit more expensive though, chat. I won't lie. Yeah, narrative play, exactly. Yeah, the narrative set basically.
The other of the starter set or deluxe set, but each one of them will come with 2 or 3 mobile suits, and if it comes with 3 mobile suits, you can just play that squad right out of the box and it's ready to go. It has tactics cards, and because
which is also funny, if your mate bought the starter set, you could buy an expansion set and play against them just with your expansion set. You just need to buy their like tokens and stuff and dice. That's it, which is quite fun.
Represents a different series with each one of these. Everyone gets their favorite Gundam series represented. And one of the other things I really love about this is, you know, while we release starter sets and deluxe sets,
everyone gets their favorite Gundam series represented. Where's my iron-blooded orphans? Where's my iron-blooded orphans? What the fuck? I get the coolest mobile suit from Iron-Blooded Orphans in the starter set. Where's my iron-blooded expansion pack?
periodically. Expansion packs are coming out pretty much every month, which means that you've got to...
Where's Windmill? That's so true. That's so... Where's my fucking Siesta Gundam? No, is it Siesta Gundam? What is it called? Fucking Mexican Gundam. Tequila Gundam! Sorry, chat. Where's my Tequila Gundam? You know what I mean? Everyone gets their favorite. Where's my fucking Tequila Gundam? Where the fuck is it, dude?
steady stream of new content, new cool models to paint, new ways to interact with the models you already have, because we purposefully designed these such that when a new model set expansion pack releases, you're going to have some of the cards and some of the models that are going to change the way you think about the ones that you've already purchased, the ones that are in the deluxe set and the starter set. So we've really strategically built this out so that the metagame and the environment will change, and what models you want to play will change. And so it's a great way to keep engaged throughout the year. And because it's only one of these a month, it's not like we're going to break the wallet, right? You know, a lot of times when you have a collectible game or something crazy where you've got 100 releases, it can be challenging. This is a really nicely paced thing where you get an experience of the new, you get an experience of a constantly changing environment and really cool stuff coming out all the time, but not so much that you can't keep up with what's going on.
Yeah.
So they're basically confirming there that, like, the longer the game comes out, the more you need to backtrack in terms of cards and stuff, which is a problem. Like a pro and con of X-Wing. It was a problem with Underworlds. It was a problem with Imperial Star Wars Imperial Assault. That was another one that kind of had that same problem where you do end up in a position, if you're not keeping up, where you go, right, or if you are keeping up, you're in a position where you go, right, there is a new expansion coming out. I don't care about any of the miniatures in there, but there is one card in there that's really good that I'm going to have to buy the set. Which is kind of annoying, to be honest. It is mega frustrating. The worst example, and I've used this example a few times. The worst example was the Tantive 4 for X-Wing. It was like this thing. It's like this thing, right? It was like a narrative-only ship that came out. You only used it in narrative games, but it came with a bunch of cards, right? And like, you use this in narrative games. It was fun. Some people use it, some people didn't. You flee your X-Wings around it, whatever. The problem was with it is it came with a bunch of upgrades which weren't narrative exclusive. It was they were like perfectly legal in all games, basically. Excuse me. And it came with a card called C-3PO. Was it this one? C-3PO is primarily featured as a Rebel crew upgrade, originally released with a massive Tantive 4 expansion. So first edition, the iconic C-3PO ability allows you to get 0 of 8. So basically the card initially was this. So once per round, before you roll one or more defense dice, you may guess aloud the number of dodge results. If you roll that many results before modifying, add 1. So you used to be able to guess 0. So if you had something that didn't have very good dodge, you guessed 0. If you rolled 1, you got 1. If you rolled 0, you got 1. So you basically became indestructible. Absolutely broken card was only available in the Tantive 4 expansion, which is like 100 quid at the time, which with inflation probably about 140 quid. So, like, it became a problem because everybody wanted this card, didn't want to buy Tantive 4. So this tiny card, which was like, it's like the small board game card size, like, shot up in price and became really hard to get hold of because no one wanted to pay £100 for a Tantive, so they were buying a card for 50, you know. That's the sort of problem that they had, which I think is, like, whilst I'm very excited for Gundam Assemble, is probably going to have a similar problem where they go, okay, here's a really good card in this set, you have to buy this set. There's a really good card in the Mobile Seed expansion, it's £170 to buy. So they've talked about reprints, yeah, but only reprints for the unit cards that you already own for the card game. They're not this isn't about cards that are just in a box, you know. They've talked about unit cards, spoilers, they talked about unit cards for miniatures that are already out that are going to be on print on demand, but they haven't spoke about, like, which you still have to buy. Don't forget, print on demand just means you can buy them. The problem is if they start putting really cracked cards in the expansion, you might have to get it just to like keep up. Depending on what you want the game for, right? If you're playing it as a fun skirmish game, who cares? If you're like, oh, I'm gonna go play like a weekly tournament or whatever, then that's something to be concerned of. I honestly think you've taught me out of Gundam Assemble with this. It's just something to be aware of. It's something that I've seen with games in the past, you know. They might manage it really well, or that, like when he says like, oh, all these new cards in the expansions make you think about miniatures differently and other sets that you already have. That's my concern. You know, I think it's okay to be honest and think about these things when there's a new game coming out. But that's my concern. It was a big problem in X-Wing, and like largely led to a lot of like disheartenedness with the game as a whole, like competitively, because no one could get this upgrade. And then people were like, oh, like official tournaments were funny about you printing cards off, you know, especially even though you weren't like shuffling the deck or anything. It was just like physically owning a piece of card with it printed on was more difficult. Now in modern day, you know, getting printed cards isn't that difficult, isn't that hard. It's just something to be aware of. If they start doing this might be a thing that you have to think about. Do I go out and buy an expansion? Do I like make my own cards? Do I print out proxies? If you're playing with friends, print out proxies is totally fine. What happens in official tournaments though, you know? What happens in store events, etc.? Like with the card game, you know, you've got a deck of cards, so you can't really like use like proxies. Like when I run events at Outpost every Tuesday for the Gundam card game, I let people use proxies or whatever. I don't give a fuck, you know? Especially because it's just like a Tuesday night event. It's just a little tournament. If it was like a more official tournament though, then you have to do it properly. You can't use proxies and stuff. You can't use like printouts of cards or whatever. But that's my concern. That's my initial concern with the game. If they start putting like really broken cards in the expansion and force me to buy it, I want to buy an expansion because I want to, not because there's a card in it. You know what I mean?
And I love the scope in terms of the variety. We saw with the deluxe sets, you know, we're also getting Gundam Seed, and then we're getting G Gundam after that, which I'm sure everyone's very hyped about. And with the expansions too, we've got 9 announced so far from really every corner of the universe. G-Quux is another series that like I particularly love, so I'm happy with that. I grew up with Gundam Wing. It was my first Gundam series I watched. So there's a little bit of everything for a little bit of every kind of fan in Gundam.
Well, and yeah, and as a spoiler, which I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say or not, but like when we get to the deluxe set too, right? We're some of these scenarios we're bringing to life like completely change the rules of the game, right? So we have like a 3v5 battle to kind of help recreate that scene, and even other ones where there might be even more crazy varieties of how you can play. We're constantly trying to reimagine. You know, we built the core of Gundam Assemble to be something that can last for decades. The fundamental rules are very easy to pick up. Everything's available in the starter set, but we want to keep people interested and keep people experiencing it in new ways. And so that is what a lot of what we do with the deluxe sets is. That's our chance to kind of flex a little bit and like build really expansive new ways to play. And so every one of the deluxe sets, you can pretty much expect something amazing and surprising.
You get the faction stuff then, right? Xeon versus Earth Federation, you know, Archangel crew versus Zaft.
Exactly.
Yeah. This raises another question, right? Because when we've got all these sets coming out, as you can see now, we've got multiple versions of the same mobile suit with the same pilot, right? Where we've got like 3 versions of the RX-78-2 out. So how does that work in a gameplay sense?
Yeah, that's a great question. And so the rules of the game are for any of the unique mobile suits, you can only play one of that mobile suit with that exact unit spec and that
exact unit card. That makes
sense. That exact unit card, exactly. But you can play with multiples as long as they have a different unit card. So you can play 3 RX-78-2s in your squad and let it rip. And so there's a lot of things that we allow you to do in this version. The goal of Gundam Assemble is that you can make the impossible possible, right?
I like that. It's kind of similar to the card game where basically the card number makes them unique. Being able to just mix and match. There's like no limitation list building. They've just kind of gone, fuck it. You know, you can't use 3 of the same exact one, but because there's no, I think the interesting thing is there's no points. You know, there's not like this unit costs this many points, this unit costs this many points. So ultimately all the suits have to be similar power level in terms of rules on the card. But they have kind of said like, oh yeah, you can't use if one is absolutely busted, you can't all use the same one like 3 times. But if there is one that's like exceptionally good compared to the others, then everybody will play that one. Let's say Wing Gundam 0. It's absolutely cracked, you know, compared to the RX-78, the Epion, etc., everyone will just run a Wing Zero. So, which is a different problem with like the card games as well. Is when one aspect is good, everybody plays it.
You can bring different characters from different universes to life. You can bring different versions of the same character into your squad. All of that is very possible. And also, of course, when it comes to mass-produced units, there is no restriction. You're allowed to have as many of those as you want. So if you want an all Zaku squad, you can make it happen.
Oh! There you go, mass-produced. That's fun. So you can run multiple of those. I like that. But yeah, you can run 3 balls if you want, chat.
And ball, exactly, yeah. Exactly. So that's something a lot of people have wanted to have, but we didn't want you to just be able to play 3 copies of the exact same RX-78-2, but we do want to keep releasing them in a way that always feels like there's a reason to play with this particular version, right? So we have different versions that are more melee specialized or more range specialized, and so even though it will always feel like an RX-78-2, we want to make sure each time we release it that there's something unique about that would change what you think about it.
Right, because
translation, we can milk the fuck out of your favorite Gundam and release 7 versions of it. You like G-Witch? Just you fucking wait. This Ariel's getting milked, bro. Again, same as the card game. The card game has multiple versions of the same unit, but they're different. They're different like abilities and stuff. So that's kind of like the way they're gonna deal with it. Is like, oh well, it's an RX-78 too, but it's got a bazooka. This one's got a sword. This one's got a gun and a shield. This Gundam has the Tequila Gundam has a new hat. Yeah. Do you know what the balancing point is? What do you mean balancing point? Is in how they're gonna balance it? I have no idea.
sometimes Amuro is blasting people with the beam rifle, right? Sometimes Amuro is swinging at people with the beam saber. And so we want different versions of the RX-78-2 that kind of specialize in that. I think that's a very cool part of the game, in my opinion. With all that to talk about, we got to talk about where they're going to play. We got to talk about scenarios, which is what we're going to get into next.
Team building restrictions. That was it.
So a big part of Gundam is...
That was it. Basically, every unit is unique. It's 3 of anything. That's basically all they've said so far. Well, everything's unique barring the mass-produced stuff. So they haven't said that pilots are unique or anything. They've just said go for it. So
is obviously the scenarios. That's what tells you how
missions, chat. Missions.
Everything together. So why don't you go ahead and break that down for us, Justin?
Sure. So while the rules of Gundam Assemble are the same every time you play, we kept those pretty simple, pretty streamlined. The scenarios are where we get to have our fun, right? They not only tell you how to set up the board, so where the objectives go, where the garrisons are, where the cool upgrades that you can pick up, but they'll also introduce special rules and different terrain that can actually change the fundamentals of what strategies are going to make sense and the different ways you play.
So here we have our 2 scenario
upgrades that you can pick up.
So they haven't shown off too much. Players 2, Units 3. A giant fortress stands upon a restless coastline, carving stark shadows across the land in the sun's dying rays. So this shellstone sleeps a great beast whose fearsome might once sent whole fleets to their watery graves. A memory of powers frozen in time. This unstoppable force of destruction awaits its new master. A scouting party has reported that enemy mobile suits are advancing an abandoned fortress. The super weapon remaining with it has the potential to influence air superiority over the surrounding region. It's imperative that you deploy the fortress immediately, capture surrounding objectives, and halt the enemy advance. Coordinate with local garrisons while engaging enemy mobile suits in order to accomplish your goal to control those key objectives. So this is King of the Hill, basically. So, scenario goals, score key positions, objective tokens within and around the fortress to reinforce the defenses. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is worth more points. So 3 and 4 worth more. So they haven't said much, but the scenario setup, squad setup, scenario specific rules, and then recommended squads and decks. Interesting. They give me like an example of what you should be using.
But they'll also introduce special rules and different terrain that can actually change the fundamentals of what strategies are going to make sense and the different ways you play.
So here we have our 2 scenarios that are going to be in the starter set. We're going to start by talking about Sleeping Leviathan.
Everything. And
so
now to be able
fuck.
To be here with you. Introduce special rules and different terrain that
Leviathan. So
So yeah, so this is the one I've kind of played already. This is the one they're demoing. I've not seen this one. This looks great though. So flip the board, this is a new map, which is nice.
If you've been lucky enough to get to play the Gundam Assemble demo at various events around the country right now, you might be a little bit familiar with it. But for those who aren't, Justin, why don't you take us through the basics?
Yeah, Sleeping Leviathan is really like the fundamental, quintessential Gundam Assemble scenario. That's why we've used it for our demos. It's one that I actually have played hundreds of times, possibly 1,000+ times, because it's the way we kind of first test different units. It sets up the objectives in very centralized locations. There's 2 objectives around in the center of the board and 2 objectives that are a little further out. The center becomes a massive area for conflict because you've got multiple layers of terrain. So you've got the tier 1 and the tier 2 terrains, but the outer objectives are actually worth more points. So controlling these objectives is worth 5 points at the end of each phase for the center objectives and 8 points at the end of each phase for the outer objectives. So even though those ones will take you a little further away from the action, strategically they're really important to control. So it really creates some interesting tension. Do you want to try to control the mountaintop and control the center of the board, or do you want to be a little bit more maneuverable and take the terrain on the outer side? And of course, we've got a good distribution of upgrades, a good distribution of garrisons, but really, if you're looking for just the most straightforward kind of essential Gundam Assemble experience, Sleeping Leviathan is where it's at.
Yeah, I love this scenario because you start from your bases, right? The top and the bottom of this.
I think Gundam Assemble's big problem is the terrain, though. These paper stands are really shit. So I'm excited to see when they're actually announce the premium terrain set, because I think that's the big thing that's letting it down so far, is it doesn't look cool to watch mobile suits standing on paper terrain. So it's a scenario game, or like a small skirmish game as well. I feel like they could do quite a lot with it, and they just haven't so far. That's my biggest concern with it. Now they've already showed off like this one, which I've not seen before today. This is completely different, so I'm excited to see what they do with the terrain on this one, because if it's just these on a green board, I'm going to be a bit disappointed.
Screen there. And so as you go out, a lot of the early game in Sleeping Leviathan seems to be about the garrisons. Either you're destroying your opponents, rescuing your own, and controlling that, and then slowly people converge on the central sort of mountain structure there. And as you do that, that's when things start to heat up.
Well, let me give you a few little interesting tips here, because you're absolutely right, and that's a pretty standard way to play, where we give you a lot of things to do, right? Unlike a lot of other miniatures games where when you start into play, it takes a while of just maneuvering around before you actually get into the action.
True.
But because there's upgrades and garrisons and energy to pick up around the board, there's a lot of choices, even early on before you start clashing. So a common strategy is exactly like you described. I'm going to take out some garrisons. I'm going to earn a couple points early. But another way to go is you can actually use the dash ability to charge right into the center, get into the battle, and you leave some of those garrisons that are closer to your home base so that when you actually get destroyed and you get knocked out of the game and come back in, you've got opportunities to grab those points later. Now, there's no one right answer here, and it's really going to depend upon how you synergize with your squad and what you choose to do. But there's actually quite a bit of depth of strategy available, even in such a kind of simple starter scenario as Sleeping Leviathan.
I mean, it's perfect for the starter set then, right? Well, the other scenario,
I really like that though as well, because there's like garrisons that you destroy to get points as upgrades to pick up that you can like spend later on. So it makes it feel like a fun little board game, or like more like a video game level where you're like, oh, I can do these little things before I properly engage, like grab an upgrade here, like fuck about with the garrison to score points and smash it up and stuff, which is quite fun.
What we're going to take a look at is the one right next to it, Azure Fang. Now, this introduces some interesting mechanics like water, right?
Yeah, that's right. So this one, we, as I mentioned, Sleeping Leviathan, really simple, really easy for you to get into, lots of strategy, but, as basic as we could make it to get the fundamentals in. And Azure Fang is where we start to flex a little bit as a design team. And so we introduced the concept of water. And when you're in water, it actually hurts accuracy, both when you're shooting out and when you're getting shot in.
Ah, cool.
Movement if you start your turn in water. And so the whole center of the board is this water area, and we shifted the way that objectives work, right? Most of the time objectives work like they do in Sleeping Leviathan. They're a static location. You can take control of them by having majority control, and then if you still control them at the end of the round, you're good to go. But you actually don't even need to be near them at the end of the phase to be able to score those points. Azure Fang works differently. It represents the idea that there's been some critical supplies and ammunition that have gotten dropped into this lake, and your job is to retrieve it. So when you go to one of those objectives, you actually pick it up, and your mobile suit will take that, and you have to keep control of it until the end of the phase to score points. And so it creates this really interesting tension where you might actually want a different squad where you have your more tanky, you know, defensive unit to be able to hold on to that objective when you need it, and then some others that might take some of the high ground locations and start picking at them and sort of controlling that space.
That's really fun. But to break it down, we've got King of the Hill and Capture the Flag. They're good missions though. They're quite fun. Yeah, picking up an objectives, moving around is quite fun. Like thematically very cool. I just hope the terrain looks nice, you know. But yeah, King of the Hill, Capture the Flags.
Some others that might take some of the high ground locations and start picking at them and sort of controlling that space.
Yeah, not to get ahead of ourselves, or maybe a unit with hover, for instance. A little teaser there. But
that's right.
Yeah, but I love that you've got two very, very different sort of ways to play the game in these two sets. And between the two of them, you're going to get a really good feel of all the different things you can do in Gundam Assemble.
Yeah, it's that this was kind of our goal. Again, there's a lot of things you try to accomplish when you're building a starter set as a designer. You wanted to make it so it's that easy entry point, so that anybody can pick it up and go really quickly. But you also want to start giving people a taste of what's to come and that the breadth of experience that's available. And it's one of the things I love about working on a game like this, because every scenario you'll get a sense from playing these two scenarios how different the game is and how different units matter or in different ways. You mentioned the hover ability, which is a little bit of a spoiler for some of our other units, where they can ignore the terrain movement penalties, and that's a really big deal when there's a lot of the board that's going to slow you down. And so some of those units may be more valuable in that location than others that might be a little bit flatter or not have those same obstacles in the way. And we're able to build on that with every other set, including, if we can move ahead.
Yeah, exactly. The deluxe sets, right? Because the scenarios that we've taken a look at so far are dealing with the 3v3 form of the game right now. Well, in the deluxe sets, things get a little bit bigger, a little bit more deluxe, if you were, where the map is actually bigger to...
Whoa, that is huge. That is huge, dude. Okay, fuck me. Oh, they've just got this repeated 3 times. Oh, it's a campaign version. Do this or this. Yeah, okay. That board is massive, bro. And it's also very one-sided. So this is 100% narrative play, you know what I mean? Like, look, this is probably representing Bawaku, for example. This is probably where the Zeons are, and then you got the Earthfed attacking here. That's really fun. That's really cool, actually. Yeah, that's really fun. Like, you got Kaisili's command post token, white base evacuation launch token. So Kaisilia is here, right in the middle. Where's white base? Where's white base? But yeah, like you're attacking. I don't actually see it anywhere. Am I stupid? Maybe you deploy it yourself, maybe. You got Minovsky particles. This is really fun. This is a really interesting scenario board for, like I said, like attacking the big boss, as it were. So, and absolutely huge. Like, how big is it compared to the other one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like a third extra. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So it's quite a lot bigger, definitely.
Facilitate a lot more interesting movement on it.
Yeah, we kind of went above and beyond, especially with deluxe set number 1. We actually put 4 different scenarios into this set.
Wow.
So you can play the 3v3 version of the game. There's 2 different scenarios for that. And you can play the 5v5 version of the game. There's 2 different scenarios for that. And because we had so much room to play and we have so many more units and we have the carriers, we were able to build far more story-focused scenarios, like representing the Battle of the Bawaku, and being able to have not just the different rules and actually the rules will change.
What I like is they've built the Bawaku there. They've just fucking built it. Oh, fucking terrain. That's right. Yeah, that's fucking close enough. That's fun. That's fun. Obviously, it's supposed to be vertical, but they've basically drawn it.
from phase to phase. A game is done over 2 phases, so there's new things that happen in phase 2 that represent the evolution of the story. We also have story-specific tactics cards. So normally you build your deck of 9 tactics cards based on the squad that you have available, and of course the starter set has everything you need for that. But in the deluxe set, we actually have some specific cards that can only be used in those scenarios, and they help us to articulate these other cool, rare moments and big events that happen. And so it's really fun and really a completely different kind of immersive experience with the same fundamental rules of Gundam Assemble. So that same core system can be applied to quick games that just use the fundamentals, to more interesting ones that change up the terrain and change up the rules for how you.
I do like that. I think that'll be really fun to play, like in stream and stuff. I think playing Gundam Assemble as like a scenario-based game does sound really fun with like the battleships and stuff, where it's kind of like it's still a skirmish game, but like more like a big skirmish game rather than like playing competitively in an hour. It kind of might just kind of like wash together, but playing like the fucking UC-79, like fucking Battle of Babaku, recreating it, I think that'd be really cool. There's no such thing as vertically spaced. All right. There's always one.
To the fully involved, fully immersive 5v5, recreations of iconic moments from the series of Gundam.
That's awesome. And I guess we should mention too.
But also, that'd be weird. Yeah, imagine like you like fighting a battle, but one of you's one way and then one of you's sideways. That just never happens. You're always usually like coming in the same direction, same verticality, same orientation almost. You just never. That's just something that's clocked. I don't think they ever do that in like Star Wars or anything. They never address the fact that there's no up, but they kind of act like there is, kind of like if they were on the sea level. I hate that. I hate that so much.
That like you can also just ignore the scenarios completely and build your own scenarios too. You can move the terrain around and kind of customize things your way if you want to hang out with a friend and do that at some point.
Sure, if you think you're a better designer than I am. Yeah, go ahead.
I wasn't saying that.
No,
I wasn't saying that.
I'm kidding.
It's so customizable.
Yeah, it is. That's sort of the point of it. And actually, one of the things that we do recommend, and we'll provide some of those rules available online as well, that we very intentionally separate out how the objectives and how the garrisons and how the upgrades are available around the board to help make it balanced, right? If all of the objectives were closer to your base, for example, right, that wouldn't be very fair.
I suppose.
It wouldn't be a very fair game, but all of the terrain is totally movable and totally adjustable. And so absolutely, as you said, you can make the world your own. And right, and as we introduce new sets, we introduce new terrain types. There's even a few space battles that have their own types of terrain.
All right.
And so once you start learning about how those rules work, mixing and matching and building your own scenarios is great. We're actually going to be releasing scenarios just for organized play and events as well. They'll be exclusive for that. And we even have an entire product that's just scenarios that will help you to be able to have a large variety of different ways to play.
Okay, there's lots of info there. Like a book full of scenarios is fun. Event only scenarios is fun, so that'll keep like I said, they're gonna be able to keep it interesting and be like, okay, this season of events is like this mission pack. This season of events is now this mission pack. That's really fun. And like a whole book of them is kind of nice as well. So it just keeps, definitely a good way to keep it interesting. But no announcement of the product yet. Just said there is a product with more scenarios.
I was especially excited about hearing that when that first got brought up, that there will be something that's just focused on giving you a bunch of new scenarios to try.
There's really nothing like it, right? A lot of my background, obviously I've been playing miniatures games my whole life, but a lot of my background comes from, trading card games and that world. And there's nothing parallel in a trading card game as there is in the scenario redesign in a miniatures game. You really can have the exact same units, the exact same tactics cards, and you set up on a different scenario, and it's like you're playing a whole different game that's familiar, yet the strategy shifts entirely, or the storyline and the feeling shifts entirely. And so it's been the area where, as a designer, I get to play the most and have the most fun just recreating, in essence, a totally new gameplay experience that gives you different ways to play with the units and the cards that you already have.
That's right. Well, scenarios, totally awesome. Hopefully you understand a little bit more about how they come into play in the game.
All right,
so
6-month roadmap.
All the boxes here. We've seen how the scenarios work. Now let's find out about when you can expect to get your hands on some of these products. So we're going to take a look at our 6-month schedule coming up over.
Okay, launch day, kinda cheap. So the paint pack is the Gundams that came in the original starter set. 2 expansions, Unicorn and the aerial set and the starter set. So 35, and ironically, the expansion packs are more expensive at $40 or £40. Don't know how much the paint pack is. Do they have the paint pack on here? No. For some reason, if I search, I love Outpost. They need to sort their search out. If I search Gundam Assemble, it comes up with fucking Perry miniatures now for some reason. A Repulsor Executioner and Darth Vader. Sure. The starter set has to be a loss leader. Yeah, the starter set will be like breaking even probably. If not, just like a very small amount of profit. And then 2 expansions a month after, and then as you can see, like it's 2 expansions every. Oh, I thought it was 1 expansion. It's 2 expansions every month. So expansion 9 by March. I thought it was 1 a month. He was like it's 1 a month. The guy, Justin, he said it's 1 a month. That's not 1 a month. That's 2 a month. So yeah, so 2 expansions day 1 with the starter set, then deluxe set the month after. That's 100 with 2 expansions at 40 each. Then a deluxe set in December, 170 with an expansion. Then 2 expansion, then 2 expansion, then deluxe set in March. Okay, this isn't cheap. It's a lot if you want everything. You don't need everything, don't get me wrong. It's a lot if you want everything. This is SCO1 though. So SC is like scenario set, I think they've called it, because they've all got basically ST starter, DX deluxe, EX expansion. So then we've got SC, which is scenario, I think they've called it, and then paint pack, which is just whatever.
6 months, I suppose. And as you can see, Justin, there is a ton coming.
Yeah, as I mentioned, I have been working on this game for 3 years, and we have designed so many cool mobile suits, so many cool tactics cards, so much that's coming out over this first 6-month window.
Yeah, I mean, I see
PPO1.
starter sets, the deluxe
I can't believe they're not called it PPO1. That's crazy.
sets, of course, lots of expansion packs. And what I'm noticing when I look at all these expansion packs here is some of those silhouettes look very familiar. They look like the models that came with the card game crossover packs.
This is huge. I already know this bit because I've watched this bit already. But if you all bought the card game for the minis, this is great news.
Yeah, this is actually probably the most common question that I get when I'm talking to fans, right? If you collected those card game crossover sets, what happens with those figures? How do I use them in the game? Well, now you're going to get your answer. So anytime one of the expansion sets comes out that includes those figures, you will get to learn what the rules are for those figures. You'll see the unit cards, you'll see the things that go with them. And if you've already collected those figures, don't worry. We will make every one of their unit cards print on demand so you can use the exact figures that you have. And even though you'll notice they have a round base as opposed to all the other Gundam Assemble figures that have hex bases, don't worry, they still work within a regular Gundam Assemble game, so those units are going to be perfectly playable. You just have to wait until the unit actually comes out to find out what it does.
All right.
I mean, that's really good, to be fair, to say that they're saying that you can be able to print on demand the unit cards. I hope that's just a turn of phrase and it doesn't mean that you won't get any of the other cards out of the box, like the ploy cards, whatever they're called. I hope that's just him saying, yeah, you get all the cards. You know, I don't know if he's being specific, but it's nice that they're doing the cards separate, like as print on demand. You'll be able to buy them or get the files for them maybe, so you can print them yourself. I think that's a really good. I think that's just a really good, like, you know, thinking of the people who've bought, like me. I've got all of the miniatures so far. I've got the Barbato set. I've got the G-Quat set. I've got the starter set. So like, for example, if you just cut back to the roadmap, you know, like for me, I already have these. I already have these. I already have these. I already have these. You know, and then there's more that haven't come out. I have some models from the Seed set. I'll probably end up getting the deluxe set anyway because I love Seed. But like I have a lot already, so it's nice there that I'll just be able to like get the cards basically. But yeah, I hope it's just a PDF. But yeah.
Don't worry, they still work within a regular Gundam Assemble game, so those units.
That's good news. That is good news.
You just have to wait until the unit actually comes out to find out what it does.
I also don't mind that. I don't mind waiting, because if no one else is playing with them, that's fine.
All right, that's awesome though, because I certainly did collect all of them, and many of them are painted. Now, not all, but many of them are painted, and so I was very curious about when we're finally going to get to use them in Gundam Assembles. That's great news. Another thing I wanted to point out with the schedule is the paint pack, which excites me a lot because I'm a big miniature painter. I'm as much of a painter as I am a competitive player, and so having a product like that that helps people get into painting miniatures in the first place, I think is really great for the game.
Well, I'll be honest, of all of the releases, that's the one that gives me the most personal anxiety. I've been playing miniatures games my whole life, and I've always had to get someone like you to paint my figures for me, because when I do it, it looks like a 5-year-old put crayons on the figures. It doesn't really come out great, so I'm a little nervous.
I understand that. I understand the intimidation there, but I will say that anyone can paint miniatures to the level where they look good on the table in front of them. Absolutely anybody can do it. So maybe we'll do a video down the line or something like that. I'll teach you how to paint. We'll use this one. We'll help you get started.
Well, I appreciate
I'm excited to try those paints out, because if they're like Mr. Hobbit, they'll be really good. But they're usually quite thin, so they're not really designed for paintbrush painting. They're usually more for airbrushing. Not saying it's impossible, but yeah, I'm interested to try them. Yo, Bandai, reach out, please.
that, and I did see that this is designed for novice painters like me to be able to get into it, and with an expert instructor like you, I'm sure that I could at least get past my 5-year-old level. So I would love to do that, right? Because I've been, as I mentioned, working on this game for a long time, and most of the time I've been playing with it, I've been playing with really ugly prototypes that I had to make myself.
Yeah, I guess so.
And when I see these figures come to life and see how beautifully painted they are, it transforms the whole game, and it really makes it just an immersive experience. And so to be able to do that myself would be amazing. So even though it's not really my strength, I'm actually excited about the paint set and the opportunity to maybe embarrass myself on camera, but at least learn how to do this and get into it.
We'll take a...
I'm actually planning a video. So my friend who's getting into Gundam Assemble, he plays a card game with me. He's never painted a miniature before. So I'm going to teach him how to paint some Gundam Assemble. What do you reckon, chat? Think that'd be a fun video? I think we're going to do like 3 minis, and I'm going to do like, here's how you can, like, here's the very basics of 3 painting styles of like slap chop, sponge blob, and then airbrushing. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be really cool to teach someone new, because he's never painted before, so I thought like might be quite a fun painting like aspect of like new versus pro type thing of like how to paint and teach him. And I think it might be a fun little video as well. But yeah, I'm planning on filming that in a couple of weeks. I could do it with the army paint and markers. I think that's kind of like, maybe I have kind of done that. I didn't do super well, like painting with markers. I did that with the StarCraft, right? But yeah, that could work. Because I thought like with the airbrush, you could like kind of like do a lot with it, like panel lining and stuff. Like slap chop is very easy. Then sponging kind of gets like, it's like kind of like traditional painting, but like a nice base coat. And then airbrush, you kind of like airbrush it, gloss it, panel line it, highlight, call it a day. But yeah, I'm basically teaching someone, a complete novice, how to paint.
Care of you. Let me tell you, there's nothing quite as satisfying as seeing your own painted miniatures on the board in front of you when you're crushing your opponent. There's something special about that.
Well, I like the crushing my opponent part, so okay, I can get behind this.
We can connect on that level. There you go. Yeah.
Also, I need to print some more bases, clearly, because I like the hex ones. I don't know if I want to base them or not, though, like actually put basing material on, because I did the RX-78. I don't know if you ever saw. It's behind me in a box. I'm not going to get it. Do I have a picture. Oh look, Reddit. Shout out to Reddit. So this is mine painted. I did base it, but everyone was like, don't put grass on it, because that's actually the wrong scale, because the Gundams are actually huge. That's crazy. Why would you do that? But I think it just looks nice, you know? I think it just looks nice. But I don't know if I'm going to base them or not, because no, they don't seem to be basing them, which I think looks weird. But then obviously if you're playing in space, it's going to look weird if you got like gravel, you know? I just base it like I would a space marine, basically. But yeah, I was really chuffed with this paint job though. Just some neat shrubbery, yeah. Yeah, because I like the battlefield aspect. It's not grass, it's a tiny tree. Yeah. Yeah, I think it just looks weird though without the shrubs and stuff, you know. These almost want to be, the thing is with these aren't supposed to be buildings, because that'd be too big for a building. But yeah, I feel it looks nice. I just painted it because it looks nice. I didn't paint it to be like in scale. They were technically right, but it was a nice paint job, you know what I mean? Do I have the video? He made a YouTube video. Did I not link it? I'm out there.
There's something big coming to our little corner.
That's me, chat. A year ago. Can you believe it was a year ago? August? Fuck. Yeah, literally. It's taking too long. But yeah, I'm going to teach my friend how to paint like this, basically. But the base, I just made it look cool. I didn't know how to make it look like in scale. I just painted it green and shit and put some rust on. Looks good though, you know what I mean? I was quite chuffed with like the white especially, because white's hard to paint. I think it looked nice. I'll probably do all of mine like this style of white, and then just the accent colours a bit different. But yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm fucking deep in the card game. Me and Big C. Look at me and Big C playing over webcam, dude. Not anymore. Classic. Classic. True fans can date a video based on Mikey's hairstyle. It has changed a few times, to be fair. It has changed a few times.
Yeah. So, you know, another thing I think we connect on is the excitement about so many different Gundam series being included in Assemble. There's basically everything.
Yeah, it's really something that's been really fun building all of these.
Chat, could you see your favorite show? Mobile Suit Gundam, Mobile Fighter, G Gundam. We got Mobile Suit Double Zeta. We got Mobile Suit Zeta. We got Mobile Wing. We got Witch America G-Quarks, After War Gundam X, Gundam 00, Iron Blooded Orphans, the 8th MS Team, and to be continued. Point to the screen at your favorite show. I'm pointing to you, chat, because you're my favorite show.
Different figures and building all these different releases so that they are cohesive in their own, right? So if you get everything from the Witch from Mercury, it makes sense. But then the fact that you can mix and match them all together and, you know, create universes that, you know, crossovers that would never have been possible before. Yeah. But I'm curious, I mean, you've been a huge Gundam fan your whole life. Which series are you looking forward to the most? Which release?
I mean, you know, it's a tough question because I do like a lot of them. But if I had to choose, I would go back to the original Mobile Suit Gundam. I think it's just not only a great introduction to just Gundam as a thing, but the RX-78 too, I think is like the quintessential mecha design. I think it is the best of all time. That said, I mean, you gotta love some of the alternate timeline things.
Chat, I've just thought, what if they do collaboration crossover? What if they do collaboration crossover? What if they do Evangelion in Gundam Assemble? I will flip my shit, dude. I'll never play anything else ever again. I'll never play anything else ever again. Wish America's the only one I've seen. Bro, you're missing out. Bro, you're missing out. There's lots of good shows out there. What if they do collabs? Oh. Evangelion miniatures game.
Was my first Gundam series ever, as it was for many people that lived in the US, so I have a strong affection for the Wing Bros, you know. But I also love Gundam G-Quarks. I think the mecha design is great, the show is great, and so that'll be a really fun one to add to the collection too.
Yeah, but no matter what your favorite series is, you're going to see a ton of them coming out in the next 6 months, and even though we're not allowed to talk about it yet, even more that are coming out after that. So you're going to have something for everybody in this set of releases.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, no matter what you love in the Gundam universe, there's always going to be something to be excited for in Gundam Assemble. Well, as you can see, there's a ton to look forward to in Gundam Assemble, so until next time...
Whoa, hold on, Eric. We promised some reveals, and look, the cool figures that are on the board.
There's new shit! What's going on?
Here, we cannot leave without you showing off what we have here.
I don't know how I missed this. Yeah, that's right. We've got the miniatures here from expansion packs 7 and 6. Now, 7, people recognize from the Gundam card game box.
Yeah, these are beasts. I need to paint mine so bad. I just need to find time, dude. I just need to find time. We got Ren Gundam and G-Quarks.
But 6, that's a Mighty Strike Freedom.
What a beast, dude. Look at him with a fucking beam saber and a fucking katana. What a legend.
Gundam and Justice Gundam as well. And
They're good. They're nice. Wait.
And we can't ignore these beautiful miniatures in the middle.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Snake Gundam? Who is she? Who's this guy? What is that, dude?
The table, that is from G Gundam, of course. These are going to come in deluxe set number 3.
Yeah.
And
What the fuck is happening in G Gundam, dude? What is G Gundam? Mobile Fighter G Gundam. 1994. It's the 5th installment. I've been playing against decks, so I've not seen a fucking snake, dude. I've never seen a snake Gundam. What the fuck is happening? I've seen Domon and Master Asia. You know what I mean? I've never seen a fucking snake, dude. Oh, is this where God Gundam's from? Where's the snake though, dude? Where's the snake? I've seen the Dragon Gundam. I've seen the Master Gundam. I've seen God Gundam. What the fuck is that? The Cobra Gundam. What the fuck is happening? Cobra form. Fuck me. I'm not ready, am I? I'm not ready.
And I'm very excited because I painted it.
Dude, they look amazing, first of all. And I'm excited to show this stuff off because especially with the Dark Army and Dark Gundam heads, like there's a whole, as I mentioned, the deluxe sets are where we really get to do a lot of fun, and seeing these units come to life and how we can battle against them is
what the fuck's this? What the fuck's this?
amazing. And now that I see them here painted so beautifully by you, the board I'm envisioning and the battles I'm envisioning, I cannot wait to get this out there.
Well, I will say that Justice Gundam and the G-Quest Gundams were painted by a good friend of mine. He did an amazing job with that. But yeah, when they sent these to me and they were like, hey, can you paint the Dark Gundam head and the Dark Army? I was like, what, seriously? So yeah, I've gotten to spend some evenings doing that. Strike Freedom was a ton of fun.
Oof. What a boy.
Fun to paint, getting to do that gold, getting to do the beam saber effects, and that's just one of the things, again, like I said, I really love about Gundam Assemble is all the different variety of color schemes and different weapon effects and fun things you can do as a miniature painter. The gameplay is great, but I love the
yeah, it's so cool. Again, you know, for me, part of this is the excitement of me getting to reveal the stuff that I've worked on, and then part of it is me getting to see the things that I haven't gotten to see at the same time as other people, because it's so cool to see these things come to life, see them be fully painted, and I can't wait to see the creativity of the fans when they get to bring their own versions of this to life when they get to paint these figures.
Yeah, that's right, because you don't need to do them exactly like this. You can do whatever you want. It's your miniatures. You can create something cool. I can't wait to see a lot more of that. I can't wait to get my hands on the game, play it a little bit more, and just talk about everything a little bit more. So that will bring us to the end of the show. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something.
I think that was a good update.
Real soon.
I think that was a good update. I think that was a really good showcase. I think, like I said, there's some concerns that I've got with Gundam Assemble as a whole in terms of like how they're going to manage like the expansions and what you're going to need to buy if you don't want the minis, if you just have to get cards, if there's like, are the cards going to be that impactful? I don't know. It's a little bit more expensive than I thought, but it looks good. It looks good. So I'm excited to see it. So, interesting. Definitely an interesting one. It's fun that you can run a ball squad, though. That's definitely good. Thank God you can run a ball squad. I didn't have concerns till you said it, and I'm like, oh, man. Well, don't forget that everything I'm saying is just theoretical. It's not fact, right? It's just theoretical, not fact. Just because I have a concern doesn't mean that that concern's real. It's just something that I've seen happen before. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but... yeah, like I said, it's not. It's theoretical, not fact. So, just remember that bit. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know, ultimately. I don't fucking know. You're the gospel. Yeah, I don't know. I might be wrong. You know what I mean? They might be like, oh yeah, actually, all that shit you said actually doesn't matter. And I'm like, okay, cool, great. But like I said, like, it's just something that I've seen before, and if they do similar, then that's a problem. But ultimately, it only really matters if you play competitive. You need a specific card, you know. If you're playing casually, just print them out. Who gives a fuck, you know? Oh, why? You've got a printed out card and I haven't. Like, okay, cool, whatever, you know. So yeah, it looks fun though. The game's fun. I've played it a few times. I've played demos and stuff. I've played it at like conventions. I've watched a few videos about it. It looks like a fun game. I'm just slightly concerned about a couple of bits. So, and also I'm concerned where the fuck my alt art unit card is. Is it still in here? No. Is it in here? I've lost my alt art unit card. Never mind. I have the Wing Gundam card somewhere. Let me have a quick look. One sec. Is it up here? I put it somewhere safe. Well, that's fucking good. Where have I put it? Is it on here? The my Blood Ravens transfers. No. It's truly gone. It's truly gone. But yeah, like I said, I've got concerns, but I could be wrong, so I don't know. I don't think I'm going to get time to watch Miniature Masters today. I do need to paint some land speeders. I kind of need lunch though. I kind of need lunch, but I also need to paint land speeders. Monday double feature. Yeah, maybe if I don't stream a game on Friday. Now that was drama for sure. I needed lunch. I need to have lunch. I need to paint land speeders. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to stream it or not. I might not because it means I can lock in a bit more. Maybe I'll paint them again on Friday. If I don't get finished, I'll probably have to stream them again on Friday. Also, my voice is like really rough. Also, my voice is extremely rough. So maybe I don't stream the land speeder painting. I'm just doing transfers today as well, so it's not that exciting. Transfers are gonna like really pop, like make them pop. I've got the new sheet. Miniature Masters. That was drama for sure. Well, I haven't watched it yet, so I know there's a lot of people complaining there, but I haven't watched it. What I will do is, just in case, is I'll download the drama video. Let's talk about Miniature Masters episode 3 and 4. I can't watch this until I've watched episode 4. So maybe we catch up on Friday.
Talk about the drama, the hate.
Oof. This is a good look, though. Turning off comments is crazy. Oh. Official rules. I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to skip through. This shit sucked. Yeah, I can't watch this all. We got Andy. Andy's getting in on the drama. I presume it's about like them kicking out certain people, right? And everyone getting mad. It's like, has anyone never seen a reality TV show before? Kids never seen fucking Bake Off. You know what I mean? Kids never seen fucking Bake Off. Turning comments off though is a little dumb, I think. Is the latest episode got got comments off. I don't think turning comments off just makes it difficult for people to be like to have like an actual conversation, because then I think the problem is with comments off, unless you're like addressing like something illegal, you know, you just absolutely wild. To me it gives a little soapboxy. Love this show, but please don't let contestants prove why they should be the one going to the next round. That's a judge's job. Oof. Oh, okay. Okay, I can understand. I get a vibe. I get a vibe of what's happened. Now my people being super toxic. Yeah, but also if you turn off the comments, yeah, it just bleeds out elsewhere. If they've gone, one of you has to go, you choose, that's rough. Interesting. Okay. It looks like a big drama show, which means I don't want to do that today. I'd like to wait for it. I'd like to make maybe a dedicated stream about it. I was betting there's some random Squidmar video from like 5 years ago, some angry comment from this week. Yeah, I think that's already happened, right? I think that's already happened. From what I've seen from like Squidmar's like Instagram and stuff, because if you like, this one has the comments turned off, and then we go to the previous episode, which was three weeks ago, and put newest. Yeah, it's just like everyone's just coming here to talk about it. Like 18 hours. This is when they uploaded. 20 hours, 2 days. Then it goes like a week ago. Yeah, just you're best off just keeping the comments in one place. So yeah. Yeah, 1,000 downvotes. That's pretty crazy. And comments are paused. I've never even seen that before. Yeah, I just realized you can't actually add any comments. You can't like or dislike anything. Oof. So they paused it a week ago, and that's why they did an update video last night before the latest one. Is the latest one? Oh, the latest one isn't out yet. Interesting. Oh, I want to watch it now, but I need some food. I need to paint. The miniature master drama is I've not finished painting my army yet. And only 21 people think I can do it. Right, we'll save that one. I might have to stream that Friday then. I might have to stream that Friday and then get back to battle reports when I'm back from Newport. It's just difficult. I've got so much on. Order food, you madman. What do you mean order food? I'm just going to go make something. I'm at home. Why would I order food? I haven't had enough members. If we had 100 members, I could have ordered food. What can I say? Gift 80 right now, random guy. Randomo, gift 80 right this second. How about that? So chat, I'm gonna go paint. If I make good progress, I might do some streaming tomorrow as well. if I make good progress, I might do some painting streaming tomorrow. Or maybe later today. My friends are asking me if I want to go play Gundam tonight though, so I am a bit stuck. I am a bit stuck because my friends are asking if I want to go play cards. But if not, I'll cover the drama on Friday. But thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Quite a lot of people in today. Thank you for support with the super chats, the members and stuff. That's very kind of you. And I'll do some painting tomorrow because I've got all this. I've got the stream set up still. So I'll do a painting stream tomorrow during the day maybe. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you. Catch you later. Love you. Bye. Thanks for watching. Bye. 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 Also, new video soon. The new editor's going well, so we'll new video very soon. Thanks.